الطارش يلم عنا خط بكتابك بترحيب لو صرافة ليلك وجنة بالدجا في الليل
Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah, brothers and sisters, respected elders, guests, friends, everyone. I bid you the greeting of believers, the greeting of the Anbiya of Allah Azza wa Jal, the greeting of Al-Jannah, the greeting from the Malaika and Allah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm your brother in Islam, Jalal ibn Saeed, and with me, joining me tonight is a special guest who all of you obviously know, mashallah, tabarakallah, our beloved brother Ehsan Tahmid. MashaAllah, may Allah bless you, brother Ehsan. Thank you so much for taking the time and joining me. How are you? Assalamu alaikum.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Thank you for inviting me, bro. Jazakumullah khair. Didn't expect it, if I'm honest with you.
That's so rude.
For having me.
Are you trying to say I'm a mean person? I wouldn't invite you, man. I love you. I hug you. I see you everywhere. Of course I'd invite you. I actually had a list and I was going through all the names and I was writing names of everyone I knew. So obviously your name was in there. And in the beginning, when I first started, I started before Ramadan. So we've been live in isolation with Jalal ibn Saeed. What day is this? 40? Huh? 48. So this is day 48. And I was always wondering, I was like, you know what? Because obviously there's some sisters that manage all these, who they're going to book, etc. So I was like, where is Brother Ehsan? How come he never joined me? And also Brother Shahinur as well. I was like, where are they? And then 2 days ago, I was told on Saturday, Brother Jalal, you're going to be online with a brother Ehsi. And I was like, what are you talking about? Ehsi. You mean Ehsan? They go, yes. All right. Finally, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Is Shanur coming on as well?
I have asked him. Let me drop him a line right now as we speak. He might join us now, actually. He said he would. Let me just see. Yeah, okay, there he is. He is there. Sorry, excuse me while I show you my forehead for a minute. I could put the laptop on my lap, couldn't I? Yeah, but then I need a table. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so I've just dropped him a message. Let's see what he says. Maybe he'll join us halfway through. So tell me, man, how you been? How's Ramadan? How's lockdown? Are you trapped in that same room this whole time, or have you been sneaking out? Have you done some of that little sneaky Asian maneuver?
I've been sneaking out quite a lot lately, to be honest.
You have, haven't you? Because you've been kind of going places, haven't you? Tell us about where you've been going. What you've been doing this month. Go on.
I went to the masjid. Because one of the local masjids, they keep it open just to kind of keep the sunnah of the masjid open, and they have 1 or 2 people praying. So I
have been so pleased deep down in my heart. I've been so pleased that pretty much 99% of the masajid I know are doing exactly that. They have the 5 daily prayers. They have the staff and the not staff, but you know what I mean, volunteer uncles, etc. The people that are there regularly, they're still, it's okay, you don't have to worry about that. They're all there, and alhamdulillah, it's a couple of the public are coming in and going, and I'm really pleased to see that, mashallah, tabarakallah. So that's one of the mosques you go to as well.
Yeah.
Which masjid do you go to? Which one mosque did you go to?
So the one that's open at the moment that I know about, I'm not sure how many are open near where I live in London, but the one I'm speaking about right now is in Birmingham.
In Birmingham?
It's called Masjid Isa ibn Maryam.
Where is that?
Masjid Isa ibn Maryam. It's in Birmingham near Hall Green.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've been there.
The new masjid. It's quite a new masjid. That's why you probably haven't.
Okay, yeah, probably. So we're just kind of giving them a little bit of an advertisement, and people might start flooding in saying, I heard you're open, you know?
Inshallah. So how are you, Jalal?
Me, alhamdulillah, I've been well.
How is the lockdown treating you, my brother?
It's been the best Ramadan in probably 18 years for me.
But in terms of what you guys normally do, you guys were, if not the first brothers that started the one Eid and doing the park and all that fun stuff, right? How is that? What's happening with that?
Yeah. So I've kept it very positive. We did revive the sunnah, alhamdulillah. It was an uphill battle. There was a lot of issues that we overcame with mosques and committees. As you know, the moon sighting is an extremely massive jihad for them, unfortunately. But we did come a long way. The education did work, and the public came out in drones. And every park now, alhamdulillah, that is out there, it is credit to the brothers and sisters of Al-Fitra and the brothers and sisters that run one Eid. This year, it was so painful. I was trying to ignore it the first 6 weeks.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
How can
I think I've attended most of the ones that you've done over the years, even just to pop by, like just pop by.
Come with the family, enjoy and leave.
Yeah. So now it's a bit like, what's going to happen now?
And that's the feeling everyone had. I had the local police from a couple of boroughs call me. And they called us the other day, in fact, one of them. And it's because we haven't updated our website. And we haven't sent any messages out. And usually for Eid, we do it the last week anyway. Right the week before Eid, we announce, we tell everyone, etc. But this year, we haven't done any promos, no fundraising, nothing really. And the fundraising we have done is for the relief work we're doing. We do a lot of, alhamdulillah, last year, first time ever in the war-hit area of Syria, we had an Eid prayer. And we had an armed area, big secure area, and there was like thousands of people. Drone flew over, filmed them, they prayed, they had a big, massive stage, they had lots of fun for the kids. We're talking people that haven't smiled in maybe 10 years. We gave them an Eid celebration, not just food, not just other things, but then after that, same time, we launched the campaign of food and fun, because you can't tell people, hey, let's celebrate Eid, and they're like, we don't have food to eat. And you can't do that. So we had to build mosques. We built a few masajid in Uganda. We facilitated tents. We facilitated food packs and stuff like that. And then we gave them fun and toys on the day of Eid last year. It was the best Ramadan we have ever had, because we prayed here knowing our brothers prayed there. And everyone was in tears. Everyone in the park, we came out, we showed the footage, because their prayers before ours. So when we came to the park, they had already prayed, and we got to show the footage, and everyone was so emotional that, look, your donation, your support, our Sunnah Revival is now in Syria and other places as well. Afghanistan, over in South America, a couple of countries, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, a couple of places in Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, Sierra Leone, Morocco. So it's global now. It's been fantastic. So this year we just kind of inched towards it and just kind of thought, well, let's see what happens. Maybe this lockdown will stop. Maybe this lockdown will loosen up. And in the end, we put our hands up I think it was about a week and a half ago, and we just decided focus on the relief work. And the team was like, no, wait, how can we do this? Eid. So I came up with a little solution, and I haven't figured out how to promote it yet. Came up with the solution. I spoke to a few shuyukh about this. Have you ever missed the Eid Salah, Brother Ehsan?
I might have. Yeah, I think I missed one.
Yeah, I know, because you showed up and the Imam just said, Salaam alaikum.
Yeah.
You're like, it hurts right there, So what did you do when you missed the Jama'at? Did you have a second Jama'at?
One of the memories I have is that I missed the last Jama'at, so I couldn't pray Eid Salah.
Yeah, because I forgot some mosques do have 2-3 Jama'at, as wrong as it is, but it's a necessity. What did you do when you missed the last one?
Couldn't really do anything about it, man.
Yeah, see, this is another sunnah I'm trying to teach people. I have to figure out how to do this. Because when you miss the Eid Salah, Jama'at, you still have to pray. And the vast majority Muslims don't know this. Just like when we first started Eid Salah, we sat outside the mosques, and uncle's like, what? Beta, it's too cold. And, it kind of went from there. So I take it you didn't know that either. You miss it. You still have, majority don't know this. The Prophet ﷺ, it rained. He waved at people in your homes, and pray. You still pray in your home. So, and many people,
in the same style as the Imam leads it.
Absolutely.
The takbir, the 6 takbir, the whole lot.
Well, yes. Or just 2 rakah, because a lot of people don't know it. A lot of people don't know the fiqh. Minimum 2 rakah. Otherwise, if you do know it, yes, takbir. This is your Eid Salah. Absolutely. So the sunnah is to still pray it. So I'm advising families to create a mini one Eid event in your backyard or in the living room of your house. Take the sofas out. Do something drastic. Even if it's just 2 of you, take the sofas out. Do something drastic to show that you did something physical. you'll see how different it feels. Balloons, decorations, put banners up, decorate your house like it's Christmas. What an example, right? So many people think that this is imitating Christmas, but it's not. Christmas actually imitates Eid. Christmas never was celebrated this way up until about 180 to 200 years ago. It wasn't that long ago that Christmas became a marketed thing by Coca-Cola. It really wasn't a big thing. Christmas was literally only the most extremely religious Christians had a mass prayer, and they were very serious. So you can pretty much forget about fun and celebrations. And it was very serious. They would go to the church and they would do the Mass of Christ. So it was a very special thing for them. Coca-Cola and other companies turned it into what it is today. But the idea they had came from Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha, when the Rasul came to Yathrib. He came to Yathrib and he saw their festivals. And he said, what is this that you're doing here? And the people said, Ya Rasulullah, this is something we've been doing for ages, decades, generations. It's a festival. And he said, okay, move them. There's twice a year. Move them. Ajib, right? Twice a year. He said, move them to Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Adha. Every nation has its festival. This is yours. You must do it. So some people think it's a festival. It's not just a festival. It's a command. It's an amr. It is a wajibat. It's something that Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam ordered us and Allah Azza wa Jal ordered us to do. Not in the sense that, oh, you're going to go to hell if you don't, but it's definitely a wajib that you have to do. And when he changed that, Eid spread. It became beautiful. He said, he locked the mosque. He said, outside, women must attend. Every woman must attend. And I know some people have this fiqh idea that we don't bring women out because it creates fitna. I respect everyone's opinion, but I can't agree with it because the Prophet ﷺ is very crystal clear here. Oh, but there's fitna. So then you have to do what it takes to facilitate, to tackle the fitna. You don't abandon religion because the public are a fitna. You have to deal with the public like we do, which we get marquees and we give space to women, etc. You have to find a way. And that's what the Prophet ﷺ did. He treated the Eid Salah, he gave the khutbah. Halfway in his khutbah, he turned to the women. He went to the women's section and he spoke to them. He made sure everyone was equal. And then after the women, when the Eid Salah was done and the khutbah was finished, he came and joined the Eid Mubarak. He went out, he joined, and he played with the kids, and he entertained, he made kids laugh, he made families laugh. That was the beauty of the Prophet ﷺ. And I am imploring everyone, decorate your houses. The Chinese Muslims and Eastern Asian Muslims were some of the first to do lamps, lights, and decorations outside. So you're not imitating.
They are. It's very beautiful in their countries, isn't it, mashallah?
Yes. And Eid should be that beautiful, because if Eid is that beautiful, subhanAllah, how many of our Muslim kids are hungry for Christmas? How many non-Muslims?
Most of them.
Absolutely. How many non-Muslim kids are hungry for Eid? Who is making da'wah to who? That is my answer. Who is making da'wah to who? They spend billions on Christmas. We need to spend at least on our families on Eid. So this year, what we've decided to do is two things. One, advise. We have a list of things we're going to email out to people to do, activities. We have loads of downloadables on our website for them to download and play with the kids, and what to buy, where to go, where to order stuff from. Number two is we're going to be live from the day before Eid, all day of the last fast, speeches, reminders like this with Sheikh Salim, with you, with others. They're all going to be giving pointers throughout the day. And then at the end of the evening, when it's Eid, it's moon sighting, etc. It's excitement. We have an online digital chandrat, so to speak. And then we invite people to do henna. I think it's Mahek that's going to be live. She's going to be doing different designs of henna for the girls. The brothers are going to have some fun. We're going to have the nasheed artists. Brother Muslim Bilal is already booked. Yourself, I believe, are going to be there. Brother Shainur's going to be there. What's his name?
Omar Isa.
All of them. Omar Isa, Khalid Siddiq, all of them. They're Abdullah Roll, UK Apache, super excited. I can't wait to play his video. He's already made a video. It just had me in stitches. It just cracked me up. I fell out of my chair.
Well, he done a new one just for your program.
Just for Eid.
Just
for Eid. When you watch this, you're gonna be like, what? It's next level. It's next level. All I'm gonna say is, no, I'm not gonna say anything. There's Ilyas Mao, he's made an Eid song as well. Khalil Muhammad has made an Eid song as well. Hey, Ehsan, man.
You got the whole lot, huh?
You should do one as well. You should think of one of your Eid songs and just kind of reword any one of them out there and just add the one Eid slogan and flavor to it. The Sunnah revival. Oh man, there's so many stories to tell in terms
Corona
of
Mubarak.
Huh?
Corona Mubarak.
Well, we're actually considering calling this COVID.
COVID.
COVID. Yeah, forget about COVID. It's one Eid. You know, that kind of slogan. So all day, Eid day, we're going to be virtual. We're going to be online. We're going to have performers, etc., in people's houses. So they couldn't come to us. We're coming to them. So we're planning a full day stuff. Now, the other thing is, in case there's a moon sighting issue, we'll be carrying on for both days. As much as I agree with the split, we have to cater to our brothers and sisters. What's your take on that, by the way?
The doing it on live?
No, on moon sighting. We'll talk about that in a minute. The whole thing about Eid on Saturday or Sunday.
I'll do it on Monday, brother.
And you have the nerve, audacity to admit it publicly. How could you? Model, grab some shoes, man.
I'll do it on Monday just to avoid everyone.
All right, you're completely dividing. What's that Hizbi mentality? Splitters.
I do Eid whenever. I do Eid the day Islam Channel announces it, brother.
You see, I was accused of doing. Of supporting Saudi or being Saudi. And I was like, well, Saudi Arabia's, they're Muslims, they're my brothers, first of all, but I'm not, one Eid, the festival around the country doesn't decide because of Saudi. So some of the imams from the other side were asking me, why can't you do it with us? And I said, I'll happily do it with you. They said, really? I said, yes, I don't care. Moon sighting is not fard. You have made it a fard. You have made it a fard. Fard is to stick together. So here's what I said. Do you want me on your side? They said, yes. I said, you just got to do one thing. They said, what's that? And I said, first of all, I've never announced it with Saudi, ever. I announce it when the first announcement is made. If I see the moon myself, I will announce it. If I don't see the moon, but some other Muslim has, and it's announced, then I'm going with that. So my advice to you is to do it one day before. So if you do Eid on Thursday, then I'm with you 100%. So you just start the day where they all started laughing. I said, Jalal, you're mocking us. I said, no, I'm just telling you, I'm not with Saudi. I'm with whoever announces first. So the first, as the Prophet ﷺ said, if your brother said he saw the moon, he saw the moon. Yes or no?
No.
So who said it best? Khalid Siddiq, I think it was. He says, my brother from Arabia, he saw the moon. Go and tell your family that is true. So we're going to celebrate like how we do. How's the rest go?
Yeah, something like that.
But one is that, and two is the third thing we're doing is we're delivering, Brother Ehsan, there's a lot of families who are already poor. I knew that. There's a lot of poor families right here in the UK. And a lot of them have now lost jobs, work, careers, things have changed. And a lot of them are worse than ever. Like a lot of people are in really bad situation right now. I know the government offered to help, but a lot of people are complaining. We haven't seen that help yet. And a lot of people are struggling to pay bills and buy bread. So we contacted food banks, and I was quite surprised at the number of Muslim families have registered this year. And they're registered for a can of beans. So how can we have a massive Eid feast while there are families who are going to be opening a tin can?
What's your charity called, Jalal?
We're officially, it's called the Eid Celebration Committee. Eid Celebration Committee, but we go by one Eid, the number one EID.
Okay, alhamdulillah.
So we have, we actually are in the works. Brother Irfan, Brother Ashfaq, Arshad, I always do that, sorry. Brother Arshad, I hope he's not watching. Brother Arshad, Brother Irfan, and their families, the sisters that are doing the stuff, they've already made a massive list. And I love the fact that the volunteers, the sister that's heading it, she runs Dawah Art. She does a lot of painting and artwork and stuff like that. And anyway, so she's always supported the charity in many ways for years. And what she's basically, the way she's put the list together, I'm watching at the list, and it's kind of pricey. It's not cheap. And someone said, oh, we can get cheap stuff. And I was like, hang on a second. I like what she did. because she bought what she would buy for her house.
These
people down the road, they're just like you and me. They're just situations changed. So they're gonna know the difference between that non-branded can of weird beans and the real deal. So I supported that we're gonna make these big food packs. They're maybe a little bit pricey, but it's worth it. So we're gonna get the food packs delivered to them on Eid Day. So they'll have food, or maybe even the day before. So they have the stuff for Eid Day with a little bit of sweets, a little bit of mitai, a little bit of cake, and some toys for the kids as well. There's a lot of families out there struggling. A lot of brothers, as you know, who were arrested, etc., went to prison. There's a lot of sisters out there on their own with kids. So there's I give a big respect, shout out to Hugs. They support those families.
Oh, mashallah, Hugs.
Hugs. Allah bless them. So we've reached out to Hugs saying, I'm sure you've got loads of families that could use some help. So we're here to help. We've contacted food banks. So that's the kind. So those three things. One is we've got advice, a sheet that you can download from us with loads of Eid cards. You can print Eid cards and color them in for your neighbors. We have dawah packs. So you have an Eid card, you color it in with a hadith, a little message. You attach some of your yummy samosa or some of your gulab jamun, and you go next door and you drop them off at about 10, 15 houses. And that's one thing you can download. We have some coloring books. Khalil Muhammad is arranged for the kids. Some really cool superhero Muslim things. We've got activities throughout the day. So that one is the stuff they can download. Two is the stuff that we're going to advise and then we're going to do online, and everyone's going to be live the whole time. And then third is the food packs and gifts that we're giving away. With the food packs and gifts, we're also giving away prizes. So we've reached out to some big companies. I'm waiting for approval. As soon as they tell me they've confirmed, I'm dying to say their names. I love these brothers so much. There's some big businesses that are really donating really nice stuff. Prayer masallas, tasbih, some atar, some perfume, some honey, different things they're donating for us to give away as prizes on Eid Day. So there'll be a good, probably about 3,000-4,000 pounds worth of prizes. There's gonna be quite a lot of prizes, good prizes given away. I'm actually working on getting a secondhand car. It's not gonna be the greatest thing, but it's gonna be a really nice car. So I'm looking to get a decent car to give away as well, inshallah. So maybe on Eid Day. But I haven't figured out. Huh? Say again?
Well, you haven't figured out how you're gonna choose the winners?
No, yeah, could be that. But more so, how do you win? Like what? Just enter your email address? There's gotta be.
How do I get the car?
Huh?
How do I get the car? How do I win the car?
You enter, you donate towards the cause, you watch the whole day on Eid Day, you stay in touch, and then when you see the flag, you got to pick up the phone, you got to call the number, and that's it. That's what we'll do. We'll do it the old school way. When I was a kid, I never was caller number 7. I was never caller 7, caller number 104, whatever the number was. So we need a magic number. What's the blessed number?
33. Huh? 33. 33.
Why 33?
Tasbih Fatima.
Mashallah. Yes. And also it's the age
99 names of Allah.
Well, no, stick with 33. And I like 33 because, or 99 sounds good too. Maybe we'll do both. Some prizes 33, some prizes 99. 33 is also the age we go into Jannah. That's the age we go into paradise. So 33 and 99. Okay. I think we'll think about it. Now it's all about a nasheed we play, a hadith, or how about a phrase, some kind of a phrase. One Eid Mubarak. When you hear one Eid Mubarak, get on the phone, call the number, caller number 33, caller number 99 wins a brand new used car. That's what we'll do. So yeah, we're trying to think of ways to make it fun. So I'm going to be a bit of a game show host on that day, and I don't know yet. But I'm open to suggestions. If you got some ideas, talk to the family. You guys have got some clever event management stuff going on as well. So you can think, how can you guys take part? What can you do? How can you make a difference? By all means, my doors are open to ideas and advice, and anyone else watching as well.
Are you going to make it interactive so someone can call in and speak to you how I'm speaking to you right now?
There's 2 types of interaction. 3 types. One is people will do Eid Mubarak messages. My family, Eid Mubarak to the whole world. Because you're not just saying Eid Mubarak to me, you're saying it to everyone that's going to watch. So you send that message to us on our phone or on our email, and we'll stick it into the playlist throughout the day because there's gaps. We'll have Eid messages all day long from around the world. We've already put the word out. I don't know if I was allowed to announce this tonight, but the word is out, and we got hundreds of people from around the world, scholars, shuyukh, du'at, singers, performers, and I think someone's reached out to you as well and asked you to make that message.
Yeah.
They better have. They're supposed to. So everyone's supposed to say, there's an Eid Mubarak message from loads of different personalities. That's going to be playing throughout the day as well. So the one way is they make a recording from their family, everyone together, do a big festival, be as creative as you want. I know some people dressed up like Arturo Cast, the whole family. I got one of those videos. I got another video of a guy singing it, and that is so brilliant, the way he did it. There's another
Singing
one.
what?
Huh?
Singing what? Singing what?
His Eid Mubarak message from his family. He just wrote some lyrics and he sang an Eid Mubarak message. Another one, the whole family got together and each one said one word, and that was pretty cool. Another one, this brother was walking through a forest and he's going up and down really dangerous place. He looks like he's that guy. What's his name? Bear Grylls. Like him, like he's going through the jungle or something. And he comes out in the broad daylight. As soon as he gets to the end, it's like perfectly timed. He says all this stuff. And as soon as he comes out, he goes, and Eid Mubarak. So yeah, be creative.
By the way, you got a big famous sheikh on your live watching right now, you know.
Who's that?
He's there. I can see him on your Facebook because he just put some numbers down, isn't he?
I'm not on
Facebook Live.
1 second. On my Facebook, let me just check quickly.
I remember this guy going to events and thousands of people turning up. What's he doing on live, yeah?
It's on my live, right? On Facebook. I'm just putting it up. Just 1 second. Okay, it's just opening. Wow, my internet's got slow. Okay, there we go. Sorry?
I didn't say anything.
Is it Sheikh Abdul Jabbar? What's 24434?
That's the salat in the day.
Some sort of code, secret code or something to you, man. Must be some sort of secret code to
Fajr,
you.
Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha. That's interesting. Sheikh Abdul Jabbar, assalamu alaikum. I hope you're watching. If you're still watching, you're welcome to call us. Abdul Rahman, send Sheikh Abdul Jabbar the link. He can call into us. Yeah, drop him a link. That's really cool. That'd be really nice to have him. That was a good call, Ehsan. I see you're monitoring. I wasn't even looking. But yeah, so what was I saying when you said that? Oh yeah, so salam. So Sheikh Abdul Jabbar, definitely, maybe he can tune in. Maybe he can sign in as well, drop us a message. So we got all these messages from around the world. And the second way is they can call in video like this right now. So Sheikh Abdul Jabbar is still watching. You can actually call in live and you can join us on video throughout the day. We're going to have people from China, from America, from Australia, from Africa, from different places. They're going to be tuning in live. No, I'm sure. This is the Abdul Jabbar, right, from Birmingham?
Yeah.
You know the ID. Yeah, that's him, right?
Yeah.
It's not some kid that loves him a lot and says, I'm going to dress up like him and take his name. Believe me, I'm not joking. I've had a couple of them. There's a couple of them out there with some strange names. Sheikh Abdul Jabbar, I'm gonna private message you. Abdul Rahman, private message him the link to. Do you have just get on your Facebook, or I'll do it. I'll do it. Sorry, leave it to me. Take this phone back. Abdul Jabbar, Sheikh Abdul Jabbar, I'm just gonna drop you the Zoom link, and please join us if you can. 1 second, brother Ehsan, just 1 second.
No problemos.
Who is that? Who's in the weight room? Oh, put him through. Put one through. Let's start with Zareen. Put Zareen through. Okay, there you go. So I'm here now. Let me just go back to Facebook, and I'm just going to drop you a message, Sheikh Abdul Jabbar.
Do you on Facebook? Because this brother changes his number, like
his phone number, right? Oh,
yeah,
I don't know if this is the same one, because I was friends with him and it's saying we're not friends anymore. That means he's removed me from his friends list. Did you unfriend me, Abdul Jabbar? Come on, no, maybe it's a new account or something might happen. Let me just try here. I'm positive we're friends.
He's messaging you on your Facebook, by the way.
I just saw his walaikum salam. I'm not seeing his message either. Let me see 1 second. Oh, you know what? He's messaging the main page. I know why. Sheikh Abdul Jabbar, I have a private account. I've just sent you a message from the private account to give you the actual link, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. Yeah, I see that he actually messaged me on there as well. My phone is right here. I can't believe I was struggling with the laptop. I could have just gone here. Subhanallah. So come back, Ehsan. While Abdurrahman sorts this out for us, what were we saying? So those are 3 ways. And yes, they can call us on voice as well. Just like
you could do when they call in, you could play the game with the kids, you know, for one of the prizes, so maybe for some of the smaller prizes, you could do the game, the yes and no game.
Okay, treat me like one of those kids because I don't know how to play that. Tell me.
Okay. You can't say yes or no, that's it.
Oh, yes. I mean, no, I mean, oh, man.
So for 1 minute, or let's say 45 seconds, you ask those kids some questions very quickly. And if they say yes or no, they lose. If they can last with you for 45 seconds, then they get maybe a prize.
I'm doing that one.
All right, let's do one right now.
All right, go on. Sister Zareen, are you there? Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Who's there? Someone's connecting. Oh, Sister Sana, are you there? Assalamu alaikum. Sister Sana, are you there? I think my message did. Yeah, Sheikh Abdul Jabbar, I've private messaged you. So hopefully you'll get that, inshallah. I'm just going to go back to this call now. Sister Sana, can you hear me? I think she's still connecting. So yeah, that sounds like a fun game. Go on, let's me and you play. Who's first?
Okay, what's your name?
You asked the question because
what's your name?
Jalal.
Is it Jalal?
It is Jalal.
Go on. You took too long.
Oh, you gotta be quick. Okay, I'll be quick.
What's your favorite food?
Bread.
Bread is your favorite food?
I made that up, bro. Let's go. I'm answering.
You made that up?
I made it up to be quick.
Why did you make it up?
Because you said don't take too long, don't hesitate. So I'm not hesitating.
Why did you make it up?
I didn't want to be slow.
Why not? Were you scared?
Well, because you said not to be slow, so I wasn't going to be slow.
Okay, and what's your favorite food?
Rice.
Rice. Is it rice?
It is rice.
Do you love your wife?
Do I love my rice?
Do you love your wife?
Rice.
Do you love your wife?
I love my wife and I love my rice.
How much do you love your wife?
I want it been 45 seconds. I want my prize. Oh, that was hard, man. That took some mental capacity right there. SubhanAllah. My turn, brother. Son, are you ready?
No, because you
lost.
No, hold on. No, hold on. What I'm saying is that I don't want to play the game with you because you're a talker, man, and I won't match with you. I'm just asking you. I'm like, do you have rice? Yeah. Do you love your wife? Yeah. You're gonna ask me some next questions. I'm gonna lose it in the first 15 seconds.
Let's just try, okay? Let's just try. Tell me when you're ready. Let's try. You might beat me. Who knows? All right.
Okay,
I'll even give you I'll give you a little break here. You get 30 seconds. You don't have to do 45 like me.
Go on. Bismillah.
You gotta last 30 seconds, okay?
Go on.
All right, here we go. So first of all, thanks for coming on today. Hey, by the way, Sister Sana, are you still there? Can you see her name coming up? Is it working? You don't see it. Ehsan, can you see a picture on her side? Do you see the other person adding? Can you see her?
I don't see anything.
All right. Ehsan, tell me your full name quickly.
Ehsan Tahmid.
You're taking too long. You said not to take too long.
Ehsan Tahmid.
What city are you living in?
Sorry?
What city are you in?
Right now, Birmingham.
How long have you been there?
Long time.
When was the last time you were in London?
A couple of months ago.
Okay, right now you're in Birmingham.
Indeed.
Okay, all right, fine. That's a fun game. That's a fun game. But that took some serious, tight little hold of the brain, man. I'm telling you. Okay, Sister Sana dropped off. Sister Zareen, you're welcome to call back. Sheikh Abdul Jabbar, I hope you call in. But this is cool. I haven't tried this before on Zoom. We're getting more calls. So when they come through, inshallah, we'll put Abdurrahman just put them right through. Okay, that's cool. So there's another sister who said something about Kahoot. Do you know how to play that?
No.
How do you play Kahoot? How does Kahoot go?
There's one person who sets the quiz up.
There's a quiz.
And they display the question for everyone.
Okay. So online, so online you post a quiz with 4 answers, and then what happens?
And then everyone else looks at the question on that person's screen.
Yes.
And the 4 answers.
Yes.
And they choose one on their own screen, and they get it right or wrong after like 5 seconds.
So how do 5,000 people play one game of Kahoot, and how do you choose a winner?
Everyone brings up one, and it's just whoever gets the highest score. So the faster you answer.
Oh, so how many answers you get right? The one with the most.
And who's fastest.
And who answers fastest? All right, this is cool. All right, so there's a game of Kahoot lined up as well, inshallah. It's supposed to start soon. I don't know if Sister Hafsa's watching, but we're waiting for your game of Kahoot, please. And I didn't get Sheikh Abdul Jabbar's message, sadly. I'm looking still. Okay, let him through. Abu Isa, assalamu alaikum. Abu Isa, are you there? Okay, he dropped. I don't know what's going on. Is it our connection or people changing their mind? So, nothing here. I've got it here. Okay, so Brother Muhammad's just replied. Can't now. There are people praying in his house. Okay, so he's got a prayer going on. But I've got things to iron. Okay, so anyway, so he'll be on soon. But right now he can't because he's got people there with him. May Allah bless us. He made dua for us and he sent his salams. And then who else is here? Let's see. I've got more messages. I am. How did Sister Zareen message? Because I see a message on here saying I don't see it online, but somehow she called in. Okay, anyways, let's move on. Brother Kashif from Cambridge is sending a smile. He's watching. Kashif, I thought you were going to call in, man. What's going on? Drop me a call. Actually, let me just give you that WhatsApp message that I just sent out. And let me just get this. Sorry, 1 second. Didn't I just send it to him? It's not showing. How do you see a message you just sent out? Subhanallah. There you go. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Love to join with guests and family. Okay, Sheikh Abdul Jabbar is with guests and family at the moment. You just happen to catch him browsing on his phone, so he can't call in. I'm just imagining what that's like right now. So Sheikh Abdul Jabbar, no problem. Would love to have you join us, inshallah. Just call in when you're taking a break from the family situation and you want to go to another room. That'd be great. I'm just going to send this link to Kash. So there we go. All right. So now coming back. So you tell me, Brother Ehsan, are you with me this Eid then? Because we're all on lockdown. So how about you host with me like you're doing today and we can play some fun games? Not the whole day, obviously. There'll be breaks and stuff. But what do you say on Eid day? You get your family, I'll get my family, and we have cameras attached to our necks or something, or someone's following us around, and we just have a blast. Here's what I'm planning, okay? Here's what I'm planning. A trampoline, gigantic trampoline, water fights. I'm talking family battles. I'm talking proper war battles, balloons. You should see these little things I bought. 300 of them I bought.
Wow.
I'm planning a trampoline and a, what is that thing called? Like a gladiator ring. I've got 2 gigantic.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah, I'm doing the gladiator ring. We're going to have grappling. We're going to have
Bro,
wrestling.
you sound like you're going to have a proper fun Eid, whilst I'm probably just going to play Street Fighter or something, man.
Anyone out there that are going to sit there and do this on Eid the whole time,
shame on them. Shame on them. I don't understand them. I don't understand them, brother.
Oh, subhanAllah. Come on, man. Ehsan, what do you say? Join us, man. Why don't we do this together?
On a serious note, I'm not going to obey the rules of lockdown on Eid day. I'm going to go and see every single one of my family members.
I think that's actually going to be a rule. I think they're going to let us on Eid day.
Are they?
Yeah, I think so.
That'd be awesome, inshallah.
I think on Eid day. But the thing is that Eid day, there is a problem with that. People like yourself have a responsibility. People who are personalities and people that people rely upon all year and they know and they love. I believe people like you and me, we're not allowed a normal lifestyle at those times. While everyone goes and visits family, people like me and you, we're the only family some people have. And there's a lot of single parents. There's a lot of students on their own from back home that can't fly back out. There's a lot of people that are single moms and single dads. There's a lot of poor reverts and converts, reverts out there who have their own family, but no Eid, no other family to spend Eid with. This is going to be one Eid in the park is so important to hundreds and thousands of people. A majority of the ummah does not realize. We cater to people. We cater to people that come and hug us and kiss us and cry every Eid, saying, "I thought this Eid was going to be miserable. I thought I was going to be at home crying again."
I heard reverts suffer the most. In terms of feeling lonely and so on and so forth.
I don't believe it's just reverts. I think that level of low, that level of pain, is a lot of people. It's not.
I guess you would know. You guys started this whole thing, man. So you probably have the personal people coming up to you and saying, "Hey, thank you," because for 5 years in a row, I do nothing for it.
You know what, brother Ehsan? One of the things I get is aunties crying every Eid, saying, "I've never prayed Eid in my life," and they said, "I never knew what this was until y'all did." They've never seen the multiple takbirat. They're like, "What is that?"
Because they're so used to just being home. They're
at home. They're cooking and preparing Eid. They're preparing food. They're preparing mitai. That was one. And the second thing is, there's a family that was crying because they're getting divorced. Big divorce. I'm talking 10, 15 years of fighting to get a divorce and finally happening. And every year, the fight that slowly took them to divorce was over Ramadan beginning and Eid happening. Because of the moon sighting issue.
No way.
We take it for granted, brother Ehsan. This is something very serious in many families, that one mosque on this side of the road's praying this day, another mosque on this side, and somewhere in the past, the two families had their kids get married. And now you've got a big split because they're praying the next day, they're fasting the day before. You've got a big problem. And this was my response to the moon sighting brothers, that you are creating so much evil at grassroots that only I can see, because you're way up there. You have no idea. Your intention is good, but you're doing an evil action by splitting the community. I agree with moonsighters. I agree they should meet and fix their problems. And they should tell us. They should not divide the community. I do not agree with that. Not for the sake of, but it couldn't have been today. You couldn't have seen it today. You saw it. I don't really care, nor does anyone else. And so I've seen some pains. But the biggest problem on Eid Day this year is going to be the following people. Poor families who have nothing else to do on Eid. They don't have money to spend. So they come to one Eid in the park and they have fun with families. And obviously we provide for them as well in the park. Number two, single parents. One Eid is the only place they can go because a lot of them are severed ties from relatives and they have no one else's house to go to. And their kids grow up without all of the extended family. Number three, you have a lot of people that are students here. They come to one Eid and they literally are just sitting, enjoying families, missing their moms and dads, missing their aunties and uncles. Assalamu alaikum. Who was that? MashaAllah. Eliza, come here. We're having battles of daughters. Eliza, someone bring me Eliza. Who was that gorgeous little girl? MashaAllah.
Jalal. The thing is, the one Eid thing, it's so established. And every year, if I remember, I mean, some of the years that I was in Muslim Aid, I remember Muslim Aid had sponsored the whole thing, and so yes. Obviously you have a lot of support, and you definitely need some sort of finance to put all of that together, right?
Yes.
Now, sometimes when things happen for so long, like one Eid, people don't really need it to be marketed anymore. They kind of know that in the park, one Eid, the Salah happens, and so on and so forth, right?
Yeah.
How do you get the information to all the people that are going to be lonely, that they're not really on social media, they just know about one Eid through flyers or word of mouth and text messages? How do they know that you're going to be live online and entertaining them and trying to facilitate something for them? You know?
Number one, I really am grateful because you do have good insight. You remember a lot and you do know how we grew and how difficult it was. We still struggle with support because we have never let people feel like we're financially struggling. We spend from our pockets. We top it up. We make sure it's top class because it's my kids' Eid and my family. Every volunteer in our team feel exactly the same way. This is my Eid. And there's a brother that's just joined us. Kashif, salam alaikum. How you doing, big guy?
Wa alaikum salam. How you guys doing? You all right?
I see you on that screen, not on my screen. I see that, mashallah. How you doing, Kashif? You all right?
Yeah, not bad. How about you? Everything good?
Great. I'm just going to come to you in 1 second, Cash.
No worries.
So this guy, I just mentioned him, brother Ehsan, because he is going to testify to this, because his team in Cambridge were the first to launch One Eid out there, and they did it out their own pockets. And I'm talking 2 years straight, until obviously it got more and more difficult. So as much as we look established, we make it seem that way. We need support. We really do. But in regards to letting people know, this is where we struggle the most, because on one hand, people donate to poor people and hungry people. They don't donate to a festival. They just won't. And I appreciate that. Some people believe in the future and they understand forward thinking and they do support us. The other side is the marketing campaigners. They're expensive. They don't do nothing for free. So right now I'm trying to get some of the big Islam channel, Iman TV, other channels to announce that One Eid will not be happening. We've made a video of what we are doing, and we've prepared a video to announce. Let's just hope they air it. In the meanwhile, our website will have this video up. YouTube will have this video up. We'll be promoting it on all social media platforms. And our mobile phone, our charity phone number, it rings forward straight to my house line and my line and 3 other volunteers' lines. So we're always available. And usually days before Eid, people call nonstop. And you're right, a lot of people will not know. And they will call us the night before Eid. Are we going to the park today? And we'll have to answer their question then. So there's always a way for them to find out, but it's not as, you're right, there are going to be people who we can't reach. So we're putting up some posters, we're putting up some information. We got a banner or 2 going up around the parks to let people know about Eid as well. So that's that. And Kashif, Assalamu alaikum.
Yes. Wa alaikum salam, you all right?
Yeah, so tell me what's on your mind, because I have a feeling you've kind of jumped right in the middle, so I'm sure you
I've been watching from the beginning.
Oh, have you? Okay.
COVID Eid made me laugh. I was wetting myself.
It's COVID or One Eid, which is it? Yeah, it's COVID.
Yeah, it's a good bit of marketing there, you know.
It's historic.
Get the meds on board.
We're never going to forget this. This was the Eid 2020. Brother Ehsan, this is Brother Kashif from Cambridge. Kashif, this is Brother Ehsan Tahmid. I'm sure you know him, but if you don't, he's a nasheed artist, worked in many charity organizations. He worked for Muslim Aid for a long time. And Ehsan, you can tell us a bit more about yourself and your songs now, actually. But first, I just want to ask Kashif, what did you think about what we said so far?
It's very interesting about the. I 100% agree with you from the, when we did the Eid in Cambridge many years ago, about not just a celebration, the Coca-Cola organization and how it's all commercialized and everything else. And the fact that we did it, like when I heard you talk in Cambridge, I was like, yeah, this is going to happen. And myself and my good friends now, they're both actually in Dubai, Al-Daf and Umar, who helped set up the whole system in Cambridge.
Yeah,
is we got 100% behind it, because it was, as you also rightly say, that there's a lot of bickering inside the communities, and the fact that we came along from different ends of the community, created this event for the community, with no funding from any individuals, no funding from any mosques or facilities or whatever. And it works out great, because then there's that independence. When people see it's independent, then we had people coming from other cities coming into Cambridge. It was amazing. It was really good.
I'm gonna say something. To this day, we use your footage.
I know.
We have pictures and videos from all our festivals we've done around the country. But let me tell you, Ehsan, Cambridge busted out with some of the most beautiful images you could imagine.
SubhanAllah. I haven't seen them actually.
Well, you'll see some of them everywhere. If you've seen One Eid posters, a couple of those pictures are Cambridge, always, because they took some really high-class pictures. And they
did it right.
Huh?
We did it right.
You did it right.
We learned from the best and we made it better.
Well, you know what? Okay. Woo! You made it better. You know what? I'm always gonna hit this though. Yeah, you still didn't have the prayer.
The thing with the prayer, there was an early morning prayer. But the thing is,
there is a prayer. I know.
There's a prayer, but if that's the whole thing, it was because you got to look at the politics.
No, that was a cheap shot. That was a cheap shot.
That was a cheap shot, but I'm trying to say, you're trying to bring a community together, but if you do a prayer, then which mosque holds the prayer, sort of thing?
Well,
which
this is the thing. This was the thing I failed to get across in Cambridge and in Redbridge in East London and in Birmingham with Green Lane and other places. What I failed to make them understand was what you
not Redbridge. You mean Reading?
Reading as well, and Redbridge.
Redbridge is not East London.
Where's Redbridge?
No, Redbridge. I'm saying Reading is not East London. Reading is not East
Reading's
London.
like west.
No, I said Redbridge.
Oh, Redbridge, yeah.
Redbridge, East London. Reading as well. That's a good one as well. There is one there. That's okay. But Redbridge.
Luton, you do Luton.
Luton, there's another mosque down the street in Luton. So what I failed to make these mosques understand was, like you said, Cash, the independence. You have Friday prayer, you have 5 daily prayer. Leave Eid alone. If the mosques engage in Eid, you will have a division again and again.
It's not going to happen.
They have different opinions. So when you say who will lead the Eid Salah, I've always told you, it will be someone from outside. We'll bring an imam nobody knows. It'll be a beautiful imam, and that's all that matters. It's a Muslim. But if you have a mosque situation, you're back to square one. But what you guys did in Cambridge was really smart, because you liaised with the mosques. One of them had their the gymnasium or somewhere they prayed Eid.
We had that was basically because it's the biggest facility in Cambridge.
Yeah, so there you go. So yours worked out. So you had an Eid Masalla according to the Sunnah. You had men and women and children, which is perfect. And then you had the festival. So it kind of worked out for you. So my comment doesn't really apply. I was totally taking a cheap shot there. And in Cambridge, it actually did work out because you already had an established Eid prayer away from the mosque, as it were. Yeah. And then you had the festival that was missing, and you guys brought that out. And that was fantastic, mashallah. And you did do it better. I'm going to say that barbecue to this day, man. Oh my God. I don't know who was responsible for that barbecue, but those pictures were incredible.
Yeah, we had that was the local businesses. To be honest, we got the local businesses involved. We got the local council, the police officers, ambulance. We got St. John's ambulance down there.
Whose Lamborghini was it?
That was my friend's Lamborghini.
Does he still have it, or a newer one?
No, he's had about 4 since then.
All right, cool. So
he's what he does, right? he's very clever. So what he does, he buys it at the beginning, like say January, February, uses it for the summer, then sells it before the summer's up. Then he just takes some money out, and he's so 1 year he'll have loads of money in the account, and next year he'll have none because he buys and sells houses, and he does. That's like, I'm working with him right now on this fitness app. So
we've got to bring it back to Cambridge, bro.
Inshallah. Well, the thing is, because I'm working with a brother. He works because we've got the new mosque. Have you heard of the new mosque in Cambridge? The Cambridge.
I haven't been to see it, but my kid has, because they had a school trip.
When you come, let me know. They do some. It's a lovely facility, but it's also created a bit more because now on last Eid, all the mosques had their own prayers. Every single mosque had a prayer. There was no Kelsey Carey Sports Hall anymore because the cost was so high. The public liability was costing so much.
For what?
For the sports hall that we did the prayer in, that had one Eid prayer.
Oh, is that not happening anymore?
No. But basically, the public liability costs for that and insurance for that was way high than what it was.
What if I arrange something? Would we be able to bring it back?
Let's
talk about that later.
But right now, because the new mosque is there, they've got a large mashallah facility and park. So what happens now?
Is it large enough for everyone in Cambridge?
No, it's not. It's never going to be large enough.
So we need that venue back. We'll talk about that later. Listen, I want to come back to Ehsan for a minute. Ehsan, tell me something I wanted to ask you earlier, and now Kashif's going to help me because he's going to crack jokes the whole time. I know it. First of all, tell me about when. Let's finish our first conversation. I have another question for you. I'm going to ask you in just a second. But first, let me finish the first conversation. What have you decided? So Eid day, what are you doing? Because I was saying people like you and me, there are people that need us here for them. So what are you doing on Eid day? What's your plans in the family? What are you going to do at the house?
Well, so far, to be honest, a few people have got in touch. They want to do something live. I think Islam Channel is one of them. And then I don't know if you've heard of Maryam Masood from America, the little sister who recites Quran. She has like 1 million subscribers.
I saw her video on Facebook just the other day. I did not know who she was, but I saw her video. I thought, wow, that's amazing.
Her dad got in touch as well. They want to do something live maybe. So at the moment, it's all up in the air in that sense. But personally, it will be a bit of family time. Like some of the close family will probably meet up.
Yeah,
Inshallah.
of course.
Plus we'll see what the news says, and you're saying it might calm down for.
I think it'll calm down. I think there will be some relaxed rules to let people visit family members. But I was actually asking about, with your family time at home, what are you doing to make it exciting?
Yeah. So what we try and do, right? It's probably not as special as what you do, mashallah. But what we try and do, me and my wife, is we want to make Eid a little bit special, right? And so we have the decorations going. You know, we wrap the presents up the night before.
Yeah.
We normally, it's starting to get a bit expensive, brother, but we normally try and get gifts for every single kid in the family, just so that, like, for Eid time, they're like, yeah, what can we expect from our mama? What can we expect from our chacha? Like, I want them to have a bit of an expectation.
How many are there?
Like, at the moment, all in all, there's about 40, I think.
So you should plan ahead and order from China.
There's about 40 family members at the moment, including kids. Kids, right. I think there are about, what, 20 maybe or so.
Okay, so gift wrapping, decorating, and presents in the morning. And by the way, when it comes to presents, that is beautiful. That's so important. What the decorations are outside or inside? Or
inside.
Both?
Inside.
How about outside?
I haven't done it outside before, to be honest.
I did last year. It was awesome. I put lights up everywhere, and literally the neighbors are like, I know you don't do Christmas, but it's not Christmas anyway. What's going on? I was like, these are Eid lights. Eid Christmas. This is Eid lights. This is Eid lights. And then my neighbor's like, what do you mean Eid? And I told them, they're like, oh, Eid Mubarak. And then Eid Day, they're all celebrating with us. It's, I think every Muslim in the West now needs to decorate the outside of their house, make it beautiful, put the little moon crescent. I bought a bunch of decorations, and every year we're adding more, because that's what you do. Every year you buy something else and you decorate the outside even more. And this year it's all about dropping these little boxes, 40 houses in every direction. These little boxes, you put some sweets in it and an Eid Mubarak card, and you drop it off in every single house in your area. So it's all about dawah and making Eid bigger. And you're right, man. It's gonna be expensive. And guess what, Ehsan? It's gonna go up. It's not getting any cheaper. And I'm gonna make sure of it, because we spend money on things that are irrelevant. Let me give you an example. How much is an extension cost? How much is a loft conversion? How much is a new kitchen? How much is a new car upgrade? The things that Muslims do every year, all year, the amount we spend on these things. But if we spend half of that, or a quarter of that, or a tenth of that on Eid, everyone did, it would be so expensive in the industry. And that's how you make the non-Muslim kids say to their mom and dad, well, how come Mohammed gets this thing? And how come that guy Billy, you know, Bilal, how come he got this? I didn't get an Eid present. I want an Eid present. And next year you watch, Melissa and Joey are going to buy little Eid presents for their kids. And when I leave work every Eid this past 5 years, Christina, Dawn, Simon, Yarek, and Ildiko, they always buy me presents, and they do it for others. Like 5 Muslims, they always put dates and presents on our table on Ramadan and Eid, because they've learned about it. And they leave Eid Mubarak cards. I want everyone saying Eid Mubarak. And remember, Kash, when we first started back in the day, when I came to Cambridge, I did tell you guys, I said in about 10 years' time, every grocery store is going to have Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Mubarak, Eid Mubarak. Every grocery store is going to have it, because we're writing to them. We're writing to them. We're campaigning them every year for sponsorship. And they will catch on. And look, it's well ahead of schedule.
Mate, well ahead of schedule. All the gifts that come on. If you type in on the gifts, Eid, they come up. Amazon
is ready.
Everything, all the online catering, everyone's got all these amazing Eid stuff. It's out there. But
we are far more powerful as an ummah than we realize. And if Eid goes back to its origin as to how incredible it used to be, Eid was phenomenal. Spain to China, and people around the world used to say, "We want that." And when they saw Muslims, they knew he was a Muslim. How did they know he was a Muslim? Because everyone had beards back then. So how did they know he was a Muslim? Because he was clean. He was well dressed. He smelled good. He looked good. His hair was well taken care of. He had perfume on. He had kuhl in his eyes. And he was proud. And he had beauty around him. And he had this amazing Eid celebration twice a year that no one else had. and he never drank alcohol, and he never lied, and he never abused people, and he was patient with people, and he was forbearing, and he was generous, and he was forgiving. This is what made the world say, we need Islam to come and liberate us from the tyranny. And Islam spread from Spain to China. Eid is the future of dawah. I've always believed this. We can sit there and do lectures and debates all we like. At the end of the day, for a non-Muslim to sit down with the Muslim and ask questions, they first have to think you're a decent, clean, good-looking, handsome, wealthy, well-off person. Hand above is better than the hand below. Then it gets easier. That's my belief anyway. What do you guys think?
So Jalal, from all your travels, because you've traveled around the world, mashallah, which country have you been to that you've seen them celebrating Eid better than the UK? Let's just say that.
Ooh, good question. Very good question.
Houston, Texas. Yeehaw. Bring my cowboy hat, son. Bring my cowboy hat. Hell yeah. Houston, Texas was the best Eid of my life. I'm telling you. I know the. I don't
mean yours, but as a community.
I'm talking about as a community.
Okay.
Houston, San Diego, California, Oklahoma. Where was I in Oklahoma? I can't remember. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I'm telling you guys, that's where Eid was. Eid was fantastic.
Are we getting our hats out? Hold on.
Go on, Cash. Go on. Let's see yours. Go on. I'm telling you, son, when I went to the Gulf, only the past 5-6 years has the Gulf come up, because we've been promoting Eid in the Gulf. We've been pushing people for Eid. So now it's become a campaign out there as well. What you got? What you got, Cash? Let's see.
It's a disclaimer. I'm not a cricket fan, but.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's not a cowboy hat, but it's got a similar resemblance to yours.
Well, don't come out to a shootout wearing one of those, buddy. Yeah, don't come out to a duel with that, okay?
Yeah,
Ehsan has a better shot with his turban. Ehsan has a better shot with his imama.
I've got my other hat, which I use for.
Oh, let's see the other one.
My Peaky Blinders Cambridge hat.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. I like that. So yeah, I think now the Gulf has come up and they've changed. Egypt was always amazing. Egypt has always had incredible Eid. Turkey has always had an incredible Eid. But obviously in my younger days, I didn't really go out there back then. So later in life, I saw those countries. But in my early years, it was always in the States. Mainly out of the whole States, mainly the places I enjoyed the most was Florida. Not what you'd say like Miami and stuff like that. No, it was more places like Jacksonville, Gulf Shores, Alabama.
When was the last time you went back to Jacksonville, or where are you from again? Texas?
Originally from Houston, Texas. Houston, I haven't been back since the year 2000.
Ooh, wow.
I haven't been back since the year 2000. And Houston has changed a lot. And I keep touch. And the Muslim community.
Texas, as in, Texas is where Sheikh Yasir Qadi is from, right? And Sheikh.
Houston, we're both from the same town, went to the same university.
What?
Yeah, Yasir and I, he went to University of Houston. I went to University of Houston. He went to Medina. I stayed there. And then I eventually came here. I met him in Medina a couple of times, and then I met him here. And quite a few of my friends from Houston went to Medina. I don't know if you know Joe Bradford Hood. He went to Medina. Salim Siddiqui.
Sheikh Yusuf Estes as well, right? Sheikh
Yusuf Estes, his mother's house was 2 blocks away from my house when I was a kid, and I had no idea. So we were just down the road from each other. But much later in life, we met up.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
Yusuf Estes,
why you haven't been in 20 years? I'll ask you in person, face to face, huh?
Yeah, you know what? In all honesty, the opportunity has not presented itself. I've come to a place where I think it was I came here for the first time in 1997. Went back to Houston. 1998 came back. Went back to Houston. 1999 came back twice again. In 99 came back, and the year 2000 was it. At that time, I was going to the Gulf regularly. I was traveling, doing charity work. My eyes opened. There's a whole nother world out there. And I was like, oh my God, in America, it's just TV culture. You know, it's just the Brady Bunch. It's just everything is very much Friends, and it's all about the TV shows. So it's a TV culture. From the UK, I can just drive 5 hours this way and it's a whole nother country. It's incredible. And that gave me a whole insight to the world, a whole new insight. So I've just looked forward. I've got so many places I still need to go to before I end up back in Houston. So I've got so many more things to do. There's a lot of countries out there that need dawah, that need support. There's a lot of places. Poverty leads to kufr. So when I came here and I engaged with Islamic Help, I think was the first charity I helped. Helping Hands back then, I don't know what happened to them. Muslim Aid, Islamic Relief in the early days, Human Relief Foundation, Global Relief Foundation, Interpal. Interpal was one of my favorites, still is. Interpal, Muslim Hands, and Muslim Hands, and what's the other one? There was another one. Muslim Charity, Orphans in Need. So these charities, every one of them, one after the other. It was just, I was in IT industry. I've always been in IT. So I work in IT, and I volunteered my time for one charity, and I thought I'd done enough. And then when I came out, there was another charity grabbing my hand. Please, Brother Jalal, we need you. And then another charity, please, Brother Jalal, we need you. In the end, I felt ashamed. I felt really ashamed. I felt like they don't even realize you know Ehsan, right? We don't think that much of ourselves. I don't think I'm a big deal or anything, but it just made me think, wow, this ummah's in a lot of trouble if it needs people like me. SubhanAllah. That's how I thought. I had a brother say to me, they're far more knowledgeable. A big sheikh, I'm not going to say his name, big scholar, just yesterday said, I am a little tiny talib al-ilm. And I thought, yeah, that may be the case, sheikh, but the ummah has gone so far astray. You are one of the greatest. You're one of the great scholars of today because of how far astray we've gone. So it's, I remember when I was in my 20s, quite passionate and whatnot, and read this hadith, and I got in debate, as you do at that age. And in the debate, I said the hadith. Why are you saying this? Why are you saying that? The Prophet ﷺ said that the youth will be the ulama in the future. The youth will be, the young will be the scholars in the future. And the brother said to me, I'll never forget this. He humbled me. He said to me, maybe because we'll be so ignorant that the young person will be considered an alim. And I thought, wow, just like, talk about raining on my parade, it just brought me down to earth really fast. So I think there's a lot to do, Ehsan. I think we have a lot to do. Tell me about you in regards to your nasheed, bro. What's going on with your, by the way, we got to work on your Eid plans, whether it's outside decoration or you do a trampoline or a bouncy castle or some fireworks. I don't know. Think about it. We'll talk about it later. But tell me about your nasheed. When was the first song? Was it Muslim Aid days or before that? That I think this is what I want to do. I want to.
About 13 years ago. 13 years ago now, I would say.
You had Muslim Aid then, weren't you?
Not 13 years ago. I was in Muslim Aid about 7 years ago, 8 years ago.
Really? Okay. Wow. So that means 13 years ago. So you were, at that time, you were thinking of nasheed, so you were going into singing already? What were you doing?
Yeah, so the thing is, my story has changed over the course of the years. We started at a time when you're young and zealous, right? And how you were saying how you came up with the hadith and you're like, my Prophet said this, my Nabi said that. When you're young and zealous, I remember sitting there, and Zain Bikha and Dawood Wansby were the only two that everyone knew. And then suddenly came along Sami Yusuf, right? Now when Sami Yusuf first came along, being this young guy, I thought, oh no, astaghfirullah, right? Music, right? And obviously things have changed since then. You grow up a little bit, you learn a little bit of the differences of opinion. But the young, zealous stage of my life, it was like, no, I have to now do nasheeds without music so that people who don't want to listen to music can have that alternative. But the approach at that time was haram, like astaghfirullah, haram, astaghfirullah, haram, right? Obviously that has changed, but the intention still remains. There are still people who don't want to have music in their nasheeds and they want to carry on listening to things without any music. And so we carry on doing it for them, inshallah. Whatever we can do,
I think that's actually a very beautiful answer, mashallah. That means, like, it's an act of worship. It was an act of worship. It was an act of bir wa taqwa. It was an act of saying, I want to offer something. And I think I've done that. You know, I remember I was on an Islam channel's GPU stage, and the brothers Yusuf Islam and others kind of saying, to this day, when I see Yusuf Islam, I get so embarrassed. But it was just I wasn't talking about him or targeting him at all. But somebody backstage egged me on, and they said, you know, brother, go on stage and just say this. And I was like, I do want to, but no. He goes, but ultimately, I said, you know what, I am responsible, because all these people, you know, if I share the stage, then it's like I'm responsible. I don't mind sharing the stage. You want me on the stage, no problem, but I have to say what I've got to say. So at least people know I don't support music, so I want to say it. So I got up there and I thought I would say some nice words. I would start off, Sheikh Muhammad Ali's there, Sheikh Salman Al-Awda, Hafidullah, as you know, his situation is really bad. He was standing right behind me on stage. And what's his name? Yasser Qadi was standing with him, and a couple of the sheikh were backstage. And I walk up, and I'm right in the middle, and they're behind me. He's over there. He's over there. It's a massive stage. I pick up the mic and I go, "Music is haram." and Sheikh Muhammad Ali was standing in the front, and he just kind of turned around like this, and I'm standing there like this, going. I didn't know which way to go. And then he's like, carry on then. And to this day, I see Sheikh Muhammad. He came to my house for dinner last year, just about a year ago, under a year ago. And he came over and we sat down, it was iftar actually, I think it was. Was it iftar? No, it was not Ramadan. It was a few months back. He came over. And every time he's come over, every time we've met up, I've kind of hinted at it. And I've said, like, you know, so we've made some mistakes in the past. But he's nice enough not to bring it up. He's never brought it up. But yeah. But as soon as I came off stage that day, the sheikh that runs the whole thing or supports the channel, etc., I forget his name. Beautiful Saudi ghutra he was wearing, all these whites. He's walking from across the platform like this, you know. And I'm coming off stage and I'm like, oh my God, somebody's gonna hit me because I did that. And then he walks up straight to me and he grabs my face and he kisses me on the forehead. And he goes, well done, young man. Thank you. He said in Arabic, he's like, well done, young man. You freed me from my responsibility. Meaning he was supporting the whole thing, but the music was getting to him as well, thinking, I don't know what to say. Wow, you know, that was an experience.
So who is Jalal now after 20 years?
I'm the same guy. I haven't changed. I'm the same guy. I have not changed. I haven't changed one bit. The only thing that has changed, Cash, why are you shaking your head?
Because my mates are messaging me.
Oh, really? What are they saying?
Well, Altaf has asked for a shout out all the way to Dubai. Altaf and Umar, they say salams.
No, Altaf does not get a shout out. No, we will not give Altaf a shout out. Do not give Altaf a shout out. We're not giving Altaf a shout out. Not Altaf from Cambridge. Not that guy. He gets no shout out. That Altaf, you know, the guy who's always exercising and always in great shape, better than all of us. That guy.
No, he's not. He just eats what he wants. He's got a little food baby.
Has he? No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
he was totally anti-belly and he called it bid'ah in the works, man.
He's all right. Umar's the one who's into his fitness now. Umar goes to
that's right.
gym. He goes to an MMA gym in Dubai.
Altaf, I love you for the sake of Allah. You're in Dubai. You're not on the moon. Get on the line and click the link and join us in the call.
He just said it's really early there, so he's gonna go to sleep. I was like, okay, fine, I'll give you a shout out. And all the other team are online. All the Cambridge 1E team.
Tell them to come on. I'd love to hear from them. Tell
them. There's Nasser's there from Coffee World, and then there was Osman's there. He was helping out. Ibrahim's there. He's the social media officer at the Cambridge New Cambridge Central Mosque now.
You know what? Can you guys
messaging? My phone is I'm trying not to laugh at the messages on my phone.
Are they cracking jokes? Are they making fun of my cowboy hat? Which is it?
The jokes. They told me to put my hat back on.
Both.
I put my hat. Oh yeah. I'll put my hat back on.
Look,
that's for Atif.
Look, I'm a man of many hats, and I do many things.
Hold on, I'll bring my friend out here as well. I've got my own little groupie here.
What the heck is that?
My groupie. He holds my phone cables and stuff. He just sits there in the corner.
Listen, Cash, I had a lot of respect for you a few minutes ago, and things have changed really fast around. Sorry, Ehsan. Coming back to you, Ehsan. My next question to you was this, okay? So that was the change, like music. Music is really important to say, give an alternative, because let me tell you something, son. I think you agree with me that music was a bridge for many people, wasn't it? Music brought people across, like Islamic songs or Islamic music. Who was the band back in the day? Big band back in the day. Obviously, Yusuf Islam. He didn't have music at the time. It was just the Duff. And there was a rap group. Soldiers of Allah, wasn't it? Was the Soldiers of Allah, something like that? You remember them? So that was the first type of band I heard back in the day. And music, different kinds of music brought people across the bridge to the deen. But my question, but I think we both agree that it was like giving an alternative, because it's still a spirituality, the song, the nasheed, the naat. It's something that pulls at the heart. So 13 years ago till today, how's it feel? What's the journey like? When you ask me that question, Jalal, who are you now? Same thing, same question.
I feel utterly grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, man, that He's kept me on this journey. Do you know what I mean? I feel utterly grateful that He allows me to continue being here and doing what I do, and being able to release new material, and with the mercy of Allah for that material to be well received even now after so many years. I feel very grateful, because there are many people that have come and gone. There are many people that have come and gone. And the thing is, right, when I travel and I perform, sometimes you'll have, actually many times you'll have some brothers coming up saying, can I sing? And you'll be like, yeah, of course. And then I'll call them up onto the stage and they'll sing. And wallah, look, I'm not being facetious, I'm not being modest, I'm being absolutely truthful when I say they have a voice, man. Like one of the brothers recently in one of the events, it was called actually Omar and Ehsan versus Hafiz Mizan in Imtiaz Sidat. So it was a versus event, 2v2, right?
I remember seeing that poster. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Okay, so that event in Bradford was rammed because those guys love their nasheeds, right?
Yeah.
In Bradford, up north, they love their nasheeds, right? So one brother came up and he sang. I'm telling you, Jalal, his voice was better than every single one of us. The control on his voice, the ability to sing, like it was just fantastic. And those kind of things make me feel grateful, because I don't have such a great voice, but Allah, you have kept me here, and you've been kind.
You've got a lovely voice, mashallah. I think everyone has their own. I think everyone has their own place. Your voice has its place. You can't compare yourself to someone else's voice, because it's
no. It's not just about comparing. It's just like.
Because mashallah, we love your voice.
And then you got others who are maybe really trying to get into the scene, but they're not finding what they perceive to be success. They haven't found that yet. So you get the DMs like, brother, I'm trying to do this. How do I can you push me up? Can you give my YouTube channel a push? Can you, people don't know me. I want more people to know me. So it's strange. I guess.
Let me ask you something. Go on. Guess what? Finish.
No, I'm saying I guess we just need to make a lot of shukr and istighfar at the same time. You know what I mean? Yeah, go on. What were you saying?
I'm glad you added that istighfar in there. There's a little bit of a both, because it is a fitna. It is a fitna. It is a trial. It is a test being on stage. I remember Abu Bakr Patterson, my first cameraman ever. I love this guy. He runs Fig Tree Films, and he was my first cameraman ever. He joined Al Fitra and said, "What do you do at Al Fitra?" And I said, "Brother, I slingshot people forward. I want to see what your skills are, and I'll build you into something, and I'll throw you forward." And that's exactly what we did with him. We bought him the best technology at the time, the Macs, the cameras, the recorders, all that stuff back in DV tape days. And he learned, he practiced night and day. He launched Al Shura at the time, and then he moved on to Fig Tree. But I remember he used to say to me from the beginning, he said, "You just keep in mind, Brother Jalal," he said, "Sheikh Jalal, when you go in front of the camera at the studio," I said, "Yeah, so just remember that is the one-eyed devil." And I said, "Okay." He said, "Just keep that in mind, because that's what it does." And I've seen brothers at the studios. I've seen the brothers, this stage, that mic, that crowd, the cameras, it does affect them. It didn't affect me, alhamdulillah. I don't know why. I was always in that atmosphere. I've always been with big crowds. I've always been in places that I didn't even think it was possible. I thought, how? And then I saw it do that. So we have to make istighfar. We have to stay humble. And this is one of the reasons why I have a public phone number directly to me. I've never been someone you can't reach. Anyone can reach me anytime. And I think being humble, like the Prophet ﷺ was, anyone could go hug him. Anyone could talk to him. A woman would grab him by the hand, Amir al-Mu'mineen, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and say, "Come help me with my problem." And he said, I couldn't let go until I went with her and solved her problem. So I guess let me ask you a question, Ehsan. Are Labbaik still together?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do have some solo stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you know the next question. Come on, then. Bismillah. Bismillah.
With me, it takes me a long time to release stuff, right?
Yeah.
I'm not as quick as some of these brothers who are just banging out tracks one after the other.
Yeah.
But with Ramadan, with this Ramadan, I actually just before we knew there was ever going to be a lockdown due to COVID,
yeah,
I bought my own sound system in the house, a recording device.
Good timing, right? Good timing. You would have been bored at home otherwise.
And I started recording lots of new nasheeds with the intention that I'm going to release it in Ramadan. But obviously, I can't release it in Ramadan. I couldn't release it in Ramadan,
right?
Because of the lockdown. But what I did is I still released 2 of them, and I'll be honest. It was during the lockdown. I went out and I done the video shoot for it quickly, but I kept my 2-meter distance from the camera guy. Yeah. But anyway, one of the nasheeds I'll sing for you, bro, is
okay.
Were you here? Were you in the UK about 20 years ago?
I came here beginning early 2000.
Do you remember the days when you would break your fast around 4 or 5 p.m.?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Oh,
do you remember,
those were the days, bro.
Do you remember Sunrise Radio?
Yeah.
South Hall. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
All right. So Sunrise Radio would play this nasheed every time just before making the adhan and then breaking the fast. So
I'm probably going to recognize it. Go on.
I thought I'm going to put this nasheed out so I put it out just before Ramadan. And alhamdulillah, by the mercy of Allah, it's been received beyond what I would imagine it would be received at. So alhamdulillah, all praises for Allah. But this nasheed is going to make you feel a bit nostalgic, man.
Okay, let's go.
That's the idea anyway. So most of the comments, not most of the comments, sorry. A few of the comments are like, brother, oh my God, you took me back 25 years. Brother, I'm crying. Brother this, brother that, right? So here you go. And some, Brother Tox from Syria.
Live updates, yes, live updates.
From Syria. I was on live with him yesterday and I sang the nasheed. And he got a bit sad. He's like, you just reminded me about my mom, who I haven't seen for 6 years and right? So here we go. I've spoken enough.
Yes.
Bismillah. Ya wajiha ad-dini wal karami wa halifal ilmi والحكام نبي 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 يا رسول الله يا عمدتنا يا إمام الأنبياء الأمنا خاتم 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 خاتم. You can break your fast now, brother. You can break your fast now.
Oh my God. Yes, I remember this. Cash, did you guys have that song?
We're in Cambridge. We didn't get Sunrise Radio.
That was playing all the time just before iftar. They had the adverts going, then they played this.
But you must have heard the nasheed, brother.
Yeah, I've heard it. Yeah, when we used to got family all over London, used to pop in and out, and even we used to pop down for iftar sometimes. So yeah, I do remember it.
Alhamdulillah. So yeah, I thought I'd give people a dose of nostalgia, man. And a lot of people have got back to me, brother Jalal, like, man, you took me back, man, you took me back to Ramadan.
Yeah, you took me back, man. You took me back. I remember. This goes back to our South Hall Dawah days. I remember the Dawah tables. We had Dawah tables in front of TKC. This goes right back to, back in the day. You remember Babar Ahmed when he went in, when they took him into Guantanamo? Before that, the guys he used to hang around with, a lot of them, Jim Ass brothers, that's it. A lot of the Jim Ass brothers, they used to do a lot of dawah in South Hall. And somehow my phone number got mixed up in their numbers, and I started receiving their hadith a day. That's what it was, hadith a day. and those are the days we started doing dawah. We started doing
Hadith a day started that long ago.
Hadith a day started in 2000, in the year 2000, or
Do you
just
know?
before
Do you
that,
know they're still
1999.
around? Do you know they're still around?
They're still around somewhere.
And
yeah.
do you know that they are massive, mashallah?
They're what?
They're really massive, mashallah. They have a lot of following right now, man.
Hadith a day.
Yeah.
Wow, mashallah.
Hadith a day.
I
think Hadith a day has more than 3 or 4 million people on Facebook.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow, mashallah. That's
Instagram
fantastic.
page as well.
Huh?
Instagram page as well, I think.
Wow, that's amazing, mashallah. Yeah, Hadith a day. I remember them.
Consistency, man. Consistency and hard work, innit?
No, they started back in 1999, 2000. When I got here, they were full-fledged, giving everyone Hadith a day. And it was all text message at the time. No, sorry, emails. It was emails, then it became text messages. And then later on, it got to become something else. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. All right, so you said you released a couple, so you're going to do one more. Because that was nostalgic. That was beautiful. What else? Huh?
So I can do one that's not released yet, inshallah.
Okay.
This is about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There's a nasheed I did in Urdu called Tamanna, and for so many years now, I wanted to do an English version of the nasheed. So finally, with Shanur's help, actually, because you know his writing skills are next level, mashallah. We managed to get down to write in the English version of the same nasheed. It's about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's not released. It was supposed to be released in Ramadan.
Yeah.
But I'll do a little bit of that, inshallah. It goes like this.
Bismillah.
For so long I've desired to see the chosen one's sublime beauty, the leader of all prophets, he Allah does love above from me. Because of him the morning light is bright and shines for all to see. Because of him the morning light is bright and shines for all to see. I long to see the leader, he who lit the world unfurled for me. I long to see the leader, he who lit the world unfurled for me. His blessings flow and flow to all creation so abundantly. His blessings flow and flow to all creation so abundantly. Tamanna qalb muztar ki wa durbe bahade ko. Tamanna qalb muztar ki wa durbe bahade ko. Although my steps are far from you, Medina, in you resides my heart. Although my steps are far from you, Medina, in you resides my heart. Ilahi, ya Ilahi, I desire to see his pure beauty. Ilahi, ya Ilahi, I desire to see his pure beauty. Jazakumullah khair.
MashaAllah, mashallah. Jazakumullah khair. That was ahsant, mashallah. That was ahsant. That was beautiful. That was really nice. Yeah, Cash, you remember that one?
It's new. You just released it. How can I know it?
I was going to see.
You're messing around with me again. I'm not that slow today. I've just eaten. I've had my coffee as well.
Oh, I need some coffee, man. That's a good point.
Definitely need coffee.
That's a good call. That's a good call. All right, I'm just putting our video up. I just realized that I actually haven't shared our video. How weird is that?
find that very weird.
Now we're actually live. Okay, let's see. I got some comments up here. The first person ever uploaded the Powers for Allah lecture and made it viral. Who's that?
He's talking about you.
Really? He's talking about me? Which lecture was that? Power of Allah.
Maybe it's one that you put on your Facebook some time back.
Oh, his lecture, right? The Power of Allah. Yeah. I remember. That was back in 2005 or 2006, a long time ago. Ehsan was the first person ever invited me in the UK. Bringing back. I like this guy, mashallah. That's really sweet. I do not pretty good standards. Yes, okay. If I can feel incredible. Okay, no questions. I thought we had some questions. Okay, so Sheikh Abdul Jabbar says, I'm not telling you to play the game, but there's a game called Charlie Charlie. Involves 2 pencils.
He's trolling you, bro. He's trolling you.
No, you did rock, Abdul Rahman. Thank you. You don't need to explain. It was a mistake. You even said it. He's like, it's a joke. Oh, alhamdulillah. Okay, so next question for you, Ehsan. What advice would you give to youngsters growing up? As much as we make dawah and we teach and we give lectures, you know what? People are influenced by influencers, and nasheed and song is a massive influence. Music, poetry is a massive influence. You have an influence, Ehsan, whether you realize it or not. So what would you say to youngsters who are finding their feet, I guess, or finding themselves and they want or they're thinking of singing nasheeds or poetry or today's hip-hop culture? I don't know what they're thinking, but there's different kinds of quote-unquote nasheed, I guess. What would your advice be?
My advice would be, don't be disheartened when you first start and you put your nasheed up on YouTube and you see that after 1 month it's on 200 views. Don't be disheartened. There was this one brother, he's been consistently doing podcasts, right? And obviously his podcast, they get maybe 100 views, 200 views. That's the lifespan of the actual podcast. Like it doesn't go more than sort of 200, 250. And I don't know how he felt, whether he was despondent by it or not. But I gave him one advice, and he said to me, Wallahi, since you said that to me, he goes, everything has changed. And I really enjoy doing my podcast. And I really look, it doesn't bother me with the numbers and stuff like that. So what I said to him, I said, look, you're measuring it differently. If you put up a podcast, and I don't know, Logan Paul, the famous YouTube guy, puts up a podcast, he might get 1 million views. You might compare your 200 views to his and think, oh man, I'm not doing well. Or the Freshly Grounded guys, or all the other guys who are doing well in their podcast. In terms of views, if we want to measure it, that's if we measure success by views in the first place. But that's another whole subject and topic. Anyway, what I said to him is, I said, bro, I want to say something to you. Say in your local masjid, you done a halakah and you were the speaker in that halakah. And in your local masjid, 200 people came up to listen to your halakah. How would you feel? He said, whoa, that would be amazing. I said, would your masjid be packed if 200 kids were in there listening? Or not kids, if 200 guys were in there listening to your halakah, would it be like your masjid is rammed? And would it look, aesthetically, would your masjid look good? You and I know, Jalal, that we might not care about numbers, but you and I know that the energy levels are different. Like if you go to an event and it's packed and the audience is giving the energy, you are a better fundraiser. I've seen you. But you could go to an event where it's not that packed, plus there's no energy, and you yourself are a little bit drained. You can't give that much energy back because you're not receiving the energy. So I asked him the question, if 200 people are in your masjid listening to your podcast, how would it be? He said, wow, the masjid would look rammed and aesthetically it would look good, and I would have so much energy. I said, bro, 200 people are listening to your podcast. Can you imagine? 200 people are listening to your podcast. Imagine those 200 in front of you right now in the masjid. He said to me just the other day, he said again, bro, that thing you said to me, you don't know, man. You don't know how much, you're right. 200 people is not a small amount. 200 people is actually a massive amount of people that are listening to our podcast. And he thanked me again just the other day. So I would say to the young people up and coming, be consistent. Things don't happen like it does sometimes for Khalid Siddiq or for Saeed. Some of these guys were overnight sensations.
Saeed?
Saeed is the other brother from Canada. Again, mashallah, he's doing very well. But people don't realize the hard work it took behind. So Khalid Siddiq, for example, comes out with the Eid Nasheed that went viral, or he came out with the wedding one, that the cover of Justin Bieber that went viral. What many people don't know is for so long before that, Jalal, he's been putting up content on YouTube. And I used to come across.
Yeah, we think he just became a nasheed artist the day before.
You know, it doesn't work like that. It's hard work, man, and it's just consistency. And you can't. Any youngsters that want to be in that field or any sort of field of that nature, you can't get disheartened, and you can't measure your success by numbers. Because if you do that, you're gonna flop straight away. If you measure your success because of how many subscribers you got on YouTube, you're gonna start on the wrong foot, man. Because I'm old school. I'm not as old school as you, Jalal, but I'm old school in the sense
that's messed up, man. That was a low blow right there. You know that.
I'm not as old school as...
Even I felt that one. I felt that one all the way over here.
I'm not as old school as you, but you know what? I'm old school enough to know that we can't measure success by Instagram or you know. I'll give you a tangible example, Jalal. We know that Omar Isa is very popular right now. We know that Khalid Siddiq is very popular. But if you look at, for example, Khalid Siddiq's YouTube channel, who has a lot more subscribers than Zain Bikha even, does it actually mean that Khalid Siddiq is more famous than Zain Bikha or is more successful than Zain Bikha? No, I don't think it does. It's you know that when Zain Bikha goes to
look, I can tell you something right now, okay?
Go on.
I've got thousands of followers, I've got thousands of people and following, etc. And then I just stopped. There's something happened that I just stopped promoting my pages.
You did stop, man. You stopped for years, bro.
Because I didn't like it. It's not why I do dawah. Anyone who sings or does dawah for numbers, you know what? Go get paid for it then, because that's the same thing. If you're doing it for the sake of Allah, numbers don't matter. And when numbers get to you and that becomes an issue, then yeah, you're losing you're forgetting why you started. And you need to go back to the square roots of Tawheed, because ar-riya is a minor shirk. It is a shirk. So when you get to a point of ego or numbers or showing off, that's the wrong intention. It's for the sake of people. Now you've lost it. Whenever you release something, it should be, Ya Allah, does this please you? The Muslims are going to hear this and they're going to benefit from it. Does it please you? And if you get an answer yes in your heart, then you know you're on the right path. But if it's numbers you're after and you say, Ya Allah, does it please you that I only get 200 instead of 2 million? Then what kind of answer do you think you're going to get from Allah? So I think that answers that question. I stopped a few years back. It was quite a while back. I just thought, whoa, wait a second, hold on. I think it was after the graveyard video I did. And after that, it was just so much exposure.
That went completely viral, man.
Yeah, it still is, mashallah. I have to say, I'm really proud of that video, but I take no credit for it. That's why I'm proud of it. I'm proud of that video because of the brothers behind it. The guys, Abu Bakr from Fig Tree and Abdurrahman Abdi Kadani.
Are you in touch with the brothers too?
Always. Abu Bakr now does big productions for Islamic environment, Islamic videos. And Abdi Kadani was with ITV, and then he went on to other channels, and now he's freelance. He's big. He's at the front line with Syria. He's in the front line in Africa. He's in the front line a lot of places. He was an incredible cameraman. He knew how to capture moments. So he's out there. Abdi Kadani is out there, and may Allah protect him, preserve him. He could easily be one of the ones that are shot, because he's been in all those places where journalists have been killed. And so these are people I watched, I helped nurture. I was there next. I'm proud to be a part of their life, because they're incredible individuals. And there's a lot of other people like that used to come to Al-Fitra when they were young, from college days. I used to do this a lot. I used to go grab, I love doing that whole talent thing before Britain's Got Talent came out. I used to look for talent in universities, and I used to say, brother, you need to do this. Oh, but Islam, but this. I go, Islam has nothing to do with this. Your Islam is your Quran and Sunnah, but you've got Muslims that make you feel like you can't do something. The whole camera thing is a big thing. So a lot of people felt like, well, can I film? You're going to do it anyway. This is going to happen anyway. You need to make sure you're in a place where you're achieving success for the sake of Allah. Now, when you start doing haram things, a whole nother story. So like I said, I'm still the same guy. I still believe strongly but I just have a very relaxed attitude towards people because Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu answered people's questions, and his people around him would say to him, "Oh Ali, why didn't you say this? Why didn't you say that? Why didn't you say this? Why didn't you say that?" And Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu said, "Do you want me to make them leave the fold of Islam? Do you want me to push them out? You have to go slowly with people and give them room." And that's one thing I learned as I aged, that even myself, when I was learning Islam, I knew nothing about the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I knew the Bible better than I knew the Quran. I knew the Bible in and out. I used to go to church every Sunday. That was a bridge for me. I was 13 years old and I loved God. I really loved God. And I'm saying God, not Allah. I didn't know the difference. I just knew there was something and I loved it. And I used to spend time making candles and doing really weird stuff just for the sake of trying to be spiritual. I was looking for, I'd stare into the stars and say, yeah, give me some spirituality. And then I started going to church, the Bible, debates, loved it all, learned it all. And then I met Muslims and then learned Islam. And I'm telling you, one thing I realized when I go back to my youth is the bridges. Everything is a bridge, and it brings people to the deen from places you never would have imagined. So be easy when judging people. Give the right fatwa, but don't judge people. That's the only change I'd say. That you say, who are you now? I'd say it's probably the only thing that's changed with me, is that judging people is just stupid. It's self-destruction. Don't judge people, but rather give the right advice.
That's a good change, mashallah.
Well, you're a little bit humble, isn't he?
He's all right.
He's a humble lad, isn't he? Doesn't big him up too much. That's why he's where he is. He keeps it real.
I don't know if you're joking, taking the mic, Cash, or time.
Can't you tell by the tone of my voice? It's the Cambridge accent that just kicks in. You can't tell what
I hear it. Yeah, I hear it.
No, but in all honesty, in all seriousness, you do keep it quite humble and straight down the middle, because you can go after numbers, you can go as high as you want, you can get those millions of views, but will you change?
I can tell you this also.
Because of it, would you change?
I actually wouldn't. It wouldn't change me.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I've never done it.
We don't know. We don't know that, do we? But the good thing about
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this to you though. I trust my Lord that if it's gonna fail me, then He won't let me go to it.
Exactly.
And that was when I decided to come back on social media. I trust my Lord that He'll protect me, so that if it's going to ruin me, He's going to take me away from it. Whereas
give you the guidance to life to where you are. It's good.
I also think that the numbers of millions of followers, etc., like you said about another thing I was gonna say, right? Okay, so I'm from the States, okay? I'm from US. So one thing I know is marketing, and marketing is something that I've always believed in. So people say, are you trying to sell Eid? And I said, yes, absolutely. I'm going to sell Coca-Cola if I believe in it while I'm drinking Pepsi. It doesn't work that way. You have to drink what you're selling. You have to drink what you're selling. So I drink Islam and I believe in it. So I'm going to sell it. So I know I'm going to make millions off of it because people are going to love it. And that's the reality of Islam. It's beautiful. So having said that, numbers and ratings can be bought. And that's all I'm going to say.
Numbers and ratings can be bought, but if it's organic and it reaches the right crowd,
well,
it's all about quality, not quantity as well. And
well, that's what Ehsan was saying.
If you're reaching the right people, and that person, all it takes is you can reach 100 people, but it gets to that one person and goes beyond there. So it's all about the quality of the product, which is going out there.
It's all about, for me, it's quality, not quantity, because as Ehsan said, one singer may have far more viewers or likes or subscribers than Zayn Bikha, for example. Yeah, but that's because a lot of that is marketed and bought, whereas Zayn Bikha is probably very organic. There's a massive difference there. I knew a lot of speakers.
I'm pretty sure in 20 years' time, you'll still have good fans and good followers. But in 20 years' time, will that singer they'll still have followers? Will they still have fans?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Because a lot of people. Oh no, what's wrong? A lot of people got a lot of people. I wasn't sure. Do you want to come to me? You okay? What's wrong? What's wrong? Okay. Sorry. What's wrong? Oh my gosh. What's wrong? What happened? I couldn't come downstairs and I wanted mommy. I couldn't come downstairs because you were telling the her like that. You couldn't come downstairs because I was doing a halaqah. I'm sorry. Go, mommy. Come on, guys. Come on.
You gotta love the kids.
She was creeping around outside by the door, and she waited out there such a long time that eventually she started to cry because she was frustrated. She couldn't come in because we're so sorry, Eliza. I called you 3 times earlier. Uncle Ehsan had his little girl on the camera, and I said, Eliza, where are you? You could have come an hour ago. Anyways, so okay, another question, Ehsan. Here's another one, a little serious one. How do you fight the fitna or desire of moving into music? Like, you must want to play music sometimes. How do you fight that desire? Because loads of nasheed artists have slipped into it.
I don't have that desire, yeah. I don't have that desire.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
I genuinely don't. Like, to me, it sounds nicer with just the voice.
Oh, okay, you know what? Forget music. Let's change the question.
Go on.
What about
change
the duff? The duff and the drum.
I use the duff.
I love the duff. I duff.
I use it.
My favorite duff sound is the one that Yusuf Islam played for Tala al-Badru Alayna.
Awesome, innit? Awesome.
Oh, I had this
Classic.
crazy sound system in Houston. Like, I'm talking concert level, right? And it was just a massive room in my house called the game room. And we had these big, massive speakers, and I used to crank that up. And obviously, most of my family, relatives, etc., were all into different kinds of music and different things. And I was that religious guy, so it became a problem. So whenever they all came over, I would crank that one, and we call it daria, the duff.
It's nice, man.
It just made everyone think, wow. I remember one of my cousins. I played Surah Al-Fatiha right after it. So I played the duff, and then the song by Yusuf Islam. And then the system's loud. Everyone's kind of even bopping their heads to it. They like it. So then I played Saad al-Ghamadi's Surah Al-Fatiha recitation from back in the 90s. I don't know if you know which one I'm talking about.
The Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim.
That's the one. That's the one.
Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'een. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Obviously, I can't do it properly, but you know what I mean.
No, it was so beautiful. I played it super loud. And one of my cousins came in when he heard the sound. It was playing so beautifully. He walked in, he goes, I've never heard adhan like that before.
MashaAllah.
And I thought that was really cute. You just got to give them the bridges. People need different bridges. That's all. And there was another one. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Ooh.
Oh, we're getting snacks out. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Wow. Why are you doing that, Ehsan? We just talked about fitna. Fitna, man. Fitna. No chocolate. Got to do the day. Oh, my goodness. You've proper gone shopping. Okay, let's get... Yeah, go on. What do you got, Cash? What do you got? Cash, speak again so I can go big on the screen.
There, look. I've got the old veggie sweets from Aldi.
Hey, that's nice.
And I got the quality Lindor chocolate, milk and dark.
And okay, where's the broccoli?
The broccoli is a honey cashew nut.
Ehsan's busting out with hobnobs. He's gonna pull out wholemeal bread in a minute.
Hold on, you want to see what I polished off earlier?
Back there, huh?
I just polished this off earlier.
Oh my goodness! Can someone?
Oh my goodness! It's all gone. It's all gone. What have we got there?
It's a Coca-Cola glass.
Yeah.
And it's got orange squash in it.
Here's my empty coffee cup.
I need some coffee, man. That's what I'm gonna go for.
That's what my coffee was.
What kind of coffee was it? Tell me about the coffee.
Oh, I get me or Ehsan?
Yeah, you. Tell me about the coffee, man. Ehsan ain't got no coffee.
I love my coffee. I get my coffee from a locally roasted company called Coffee World, and I got a slow drip coffee maker.
So you put the beans in there, and then
you grind the beans up. I can go get it for you. Take me 2 seconds, and you put the coffee in the top. So it's
I got a person waiting.
I use it's a Kenya blend.
Yeah,
it's
finish off with one more person.
And
well, okay. I just use a strain. I buy the ground coffee.
I'm going to send you one. A gift from me to you for Eid. I'm going to send you one.
Oh, really? Like a whole machine?
No. I'm gonna. If you wait 2 minutes, I'll go get it.
I need the machine though. How am I gonna make it without the machine?
You don't need. No. Trust me. 1 second. I'll be back in 1 minute. 1 second. Hold on.
Okay, why are you going? Ehsan, let's do one more,
Yes.
bro. Give me one more nasheed, inshallah. Come on. Flex the vocal cords.
Okay, my battery might die though. My battery might die, yeah?
All right, then quickly then. Come on, sing it fast.
Okay.
And by the way, before you start, this is Qari Irfan from East London, one of our main members with one Eid, mashallah. Assalamu alaikum. This is Irfan, assalamu alaikum. This is brother Ehsan Tahmid and Kashif from one Eid, Cambridge. He's just stepped away.
MashaAllah. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. As I can see that everybody is actually showing sweets, I've got these as well.
What is wrong with you guys? This is all sugar. It's poison. It's bad for your body. Look, I've got nothing. I eat dates and milk. And I haven't gone shopping. I haven't gone shopping in a couple of weeks.
I've got this as well. And it says fat free.
Abdurrahman, bring me the American snacks, the marshmallows and all that stuff. This guy is a proper addict, man. And bring me what I just baked. Bring me what I just made. I made something.
MashaAllah. Check, I just like to mention.
This guy Kashif here is making coffee, but watch what I make. Let's see. Go on, Kash. Let's see what you got.
You ready?
Yeah, go on. Show me.
Right. You got the mocha pot.
Okay.
Have you seen one of these before?
I don't have one.
So what you do is you fill up water in here.
Yeah.
You put coffee in there.
Yeah.
You put that on top.
Yeah.
You stick that on the stove.
Yeah.
And then coffee comes out the end. So you got this one here, which one do I use? I use this one here. I've got the espresso.
What I cooked.
I'll show it to you. Hold on. You see inside the bag?
Oh, yes, yes.
Can you smell it? Smell it.
Yes, coffee. I need coffee. I'm gonna go make
and what
coffee.
I'm gonna send you.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna send you is this beautiful thing here.
That's the strainer.
This is slow drip. So basically,
Oh,
so if you look at, can you read that at the bottom? It's coffee slow drip.
Coffee slow drip. Okay, so do I need the other thing as well? The thing you cook it with? Do I need the cooker as well?
No. So they basically you use it. Have you got a kettle? You've got a kettle at home? You got a boiling kettle?
I've got a boiling kettle. Yeah.
So what you do?
Bro. That's what I do.
You put that there, and you get the beans. So I've got which one do I use? There's different beans for each one. So I use a Brazilian. So this is a Brazilian slow drip version I've got here.
Okay.
And then you just put a couple of scoops in here. Leave it in there. And then you put the boil. You wait 30 seconds after the. You wait 30 seconds.
Subhanallah, takbir, Allah Akbar. Sheikh.
And you boil the water, and you put the water in, and then a couple of minutes later, coffee comes out. Oh,
this is not a donut.
What is it then?
It's a chocolate cake I made for my boys. They asked me to make a cake today.
Is that a candle in the middle?
No, it's just the shape. It comes out with the U like a big donut. It's a donut cake. It's empty in the middle.
Very big donut.
That's a massive donut.
So I made that. It's greasy. Very greasy underneath. Don't drop that. Hi, darling. You want some cake? You came over here quickly, didn't you? Okay, wait. And I've got these.
Ooh, that's not from England. What's that?
USA.
You want to know why? Can I share one thing with you? You know why our European chocolate and English chocolate tastes much better than it does in America? You know why that is?
One more.
Okay, go on. Oh, cheetah. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, go on, tell me, because American food is all made by machines and it's not real food.
No, there's a reason behind why. If you look at the temperature in Switzerland and Europe and stuff like that, it's a lot milder temperature. But because in America they're transporting trucks of stuff from one side to the other side, and the heat changes, so they have to cook it at a different temperature. So that's the main reason why Reese's chocolate tastes absolutely pants. And our Lind and our chocolate tastes the way it does. So that's the reason why when the Americans come over here, they go absolutely mental for the lovely chocolate.
But Brother Kashif, you must have seen there's a trend going on. If you look in all the shops, American sweets and chocolates are like famous at the moment.
All right, guys, I think Ehsan's phone's gonna die soon. So Ehsan, come on, hit us with it.
Shall I? You brothers carry on talking, innit?
Oh, we're done, man. It was all junk food. It was all junk conversation. And Kashif's going to give me a wonderful coffee Eid gift.
I'm going to send you one of these bad boys.
Yeah.
With and I'll send you a bag of coffee as well.
What about the other cooking thing? I need the cooking thing as well.
You want this one as well?
Yes.
Are you going to use it?
Of course. I'm not going to use a kettle. I want to do it properly. It's the whole.
No, but this one tastes better than this one. But you like your American.
Oh, wait. Sorry, you don't use both. Use one or the other.
There's two different grinds. So they're two different beans. They're two different blends for each one, mate. You know, I've got my house.
I'll stick with that one. Yeah.
Oh,
So
I just got
this
my,
one or this one?
got my low battery.
That one.
This one, yeah. I'm gonna send you that one.
Yeah.
And I'll talk you how. I'll show you how to use it as well. We'll do a tutorial. We'll do an online tutorial.
I gotta think about what to get you, Cash. You already got.
You don't need anything, mate. We're just gonna revive one.
What about Italian coffee? I've heard they're quite nice as well.
It is Italian. Yeah. Well, Italians, mate. The Italians, they know their coffee. You ever been to Italy?
Okay. No, hey, Ehsan, let's come back to Ehsan now, guys. We're gonna do this song because Ehsan, is your phone okay now? Did you plug it in? I think you got cut off.
No, I can't plug it in.
All right, let's go. Bismillah before it dies, man. I've been eager to hear another song. Guys, put our mics on mute for a second.
Okay, hold on.
Let me just get my family to tune in as well.
Have you seen the program?
Sorry, go on.
Have you seen the program Ertugrul?
Hey wala gardeshim. Hey wala.
Yeah. So listen, I haven't seen it myself, just because I haven't had time. But one of my friends contacted me recently. His sister is a big fan of the show.
Yes.
And this was supposed to be one of my easiest side projects that I'm just doing for the sake of him, right?
Yeah.
But it ended up costing me the most amount of money, and it was the most difficult track to ever do.
Okay.
It's basically the Ertugrul theme song but in a wedding nasheed with the wedding with basically for his sister as a surprise. Yeah?
Okay, so did you use background sounds?
Yeah, so it's all no music. I will play it, but I don't know how clear it's going to be. Okay,
just play it. Let's hear it.
And I'm gonna sing on top. But first, tell me if it's clear. Okay.
Okay, let me ask you this: is it on your phone? Can you send it?
Is that clear?
It's okay. I tell you what, if you can send it to me, Abdurrahman will play it directly.
Oh, is it?
Okay. Just WhatsApp it to me.
Yeah, hold on.
And then we'll play it directly.
Oh, is it? Can you do that? Yeah.
Yeah, he'll play it directly into the system.
Okay, I will do that for
Go
you.
on, take it.
That's the Ertugrul show.
Yeah. Okay, I've sent it to you now, Jalal.
Okay. Let me get
this is just the first part of it. It's not the full song, obviously, because it's not released yet.
No, I want the whole song. That's pretty good, man. Go and play it. Let's hear it. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. After this, maybe we can play a nasheed or two of Ehsan. Ehsan, why don't you send me a couple of YouTube links, ones you like, and I'll just put them on as right at the end of the show to wrap up with a couple of actual tracks you've got as well.
Take it.
Turn it up. I'll tell you if I can hear it. That's what matters. No. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Can you play YouTube on there, Moon, or no? On Zoom, can you put on a YouTube video? Okay, I'm going to give you a couple to play at the end of the show. As we wrap up, I want you to finish off with these two videos, okay? All right, so that's it. I got loads of comments for you guys as well. I may as well read some of them out. Your brothers are jokes when they talk about food. Okay, so they're having a bit of fun at our expense, by the way. I want to announce tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow's guest is Richard McKinney. Do you guys know who that is?
Remind me.
Do you know who Richard McKinney is?
Check. Was he not a extremist?
Your videos, very. I'm gonna Google him now.
Okay, yeah, Richard McKenney. He was, I think he was basically going to bomb a mosque or something.
Oh yeah.
And FBI knocked on the door, and now he's in another world altogether. So he's joining me tomorrow. We're gonna have him live. We're gonna have a discussion. This is gonna be quite interesting. I'm quite excited about it.
Is the track working, Jalal?
Abdurrahman, is the track working yet? Yeah, go on, play it now. Play it now. I'm gonna mute my mic so I can play it live. Guys, I'm muting out so I can watch it on YouTube.
I'm muting mine as well.
And then a couple of minutes later, coffee comes out.
Can't hear anything, by the way.
Peace and love descends on you. Allah sends His mercy. That day when you come together to please Allah the Almighty. Fulfill this sunnah in this life and hope to attain paradise where there is no hardship nor compromise. Fulfill this sunnah in this life and hope to attain paradise where there is no hardship nor compromise. Barakallahu lakuma wa baraka alaykuma wa jama'a baynakuma fi khayr.
Okay, so I think it's finished there. There's a little bit of delay there, but wow, what do you think? That was awesome. Ehsan, that was amazing. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. That was awesome. I love that, Ehsan. How long did it take to do that? Tell me.
A long time, yeah. Long time.
How long are you talking? Weeks, months?
This one took a couple of weeks, I would say.
Couple of weeks, man. That, you know what? Well done. So you've got the whole track finished.
Whole track is done.
Or what are you going to do with it? What are we going to do? I want to be part of this. That is really cool. I am a massive Arturo fan.
I need someone to get married so I can go to their wedding and record the video.
Huh.
Oh, nice.
So if anyone wants to get married again,
right
second wife, maybe third wife, Bismillah.
This may be a good reason to consider. No. You know what? I tell you what. If I find a wedding for us to film at this next couple of months, you up for it? Yeah.
100%, bro.
All right, I've got all the wedding caterers. I just get one of the best weddings out there in the best hotel. We go film. What do you say?
Yeah, man. Inshallah, bro.
Okay, cool. I'm on that. Let's do that. Oh my God, I love that track. That was so awesome. So I've got a couple more I'm going to play when we wrap up. So right now, if you can just do one more vocal for us. Bismillah.
One more vocal, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord, here I am, a beggar before you, reaching for your door in complete poverty. All I have is my shame and humility, possessing nothing to hold, nor to mention even a begging bowl, a beggar slain from within by desires and yearnings corrupted because of his sins. I have wasted away the treasures of Deen because of the self of mine. I have cast it aside, succor of the heart at the altar of pleasures entwined. I've lost all my wealth through heedlessness and disobedience. I've come to your door seeking refuge and shade, although I know that I cause you offense. Through the stains of sin, the world's heart is suffering, beating with so much pain. Aspirations are weak, the will has been broken, and long has hope died away. From where should I find the strength to express my heart from the light of truth? For in this snare have I passed every moment of life to now, from when I was new, having been burnt at the stake of my own deeds of sin, covered with scars of slate. In abject poverty, I stand here humbling due to my evil self. To you have I brought my despair, despair which consumes my path. Empty-handed of any deed that's worth standing before your house, oh Lord. I forgot the last line.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair, Brother Ehsan. With that, we're going to call it a wrap. Can I just get a quick final message from yourself, Ehsan? And I want to thank you, first of all, for joining me. I'd love to do it again. We've got a few nights remaining. I'm here every evening in isolation with Jalal ibn Saeed. And I think my brother Cash from Cambridge tomorrow, maybe we can get Altaf and the rest of the guys to join in as well. Tomorrow I'm live with what's his
one night. We'll get the whole One Eid Cambridge team on board.
Oh, I would love that. I would love that. So tomorrow,
and also need to do a coffee tutorial with you as well.
I look forward to that, buddy. I do. I think Adha is a great time.
Coffee with Sheikh, yeah?
Coffee with the Sheikh. That's a good idea. Ehsan, any last words, buddy, before you leave? I want to thank you so much for your time and thank your family for the time they gave up as well, inshallah.
Barakallah fi. Thank you for having me, Brother Jalal.
It was an honor,
It's been my pleasure, man. MashaAllah.
Absolutely.
Haven't seen you since we done the tour last Ramadan with Muntada 8.
That's right.
Alhamdulillah, it's been amazing, man. MashaAllah. Thank you for having me and giving me
my pleasure. Let's talk offline about Eid, inshallah. Maybe there's a couple hours in the day or something.
Inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. Keep me in your du'as.
Talk to you soon, inshallah.
To the rest of the brothers, Brother Kashif and Brother Irfan, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Thank you for letting me crash your party.
I like this. I can look down like the Brady Bunch. I'm looking at all the boxes, you know. That's the way we were, the Brady Bunch. Anyways, Cash, thank you for joining me. Tomorrow, I'm here with Richard McKinney. Please join me, guys. Irfan, you'll probably be with me hosting it as well. Everyone in Cambridge, a lot of love, a lot of respect. And please give me a bunch of likes and a bunch of followers and subscribers.
We can unsubscribe you and then subscribe you again. So it looks like
let's do that. Let's
unsubscribe and then we'll subscribe again. Yeah.
Viewers, just a couple of thousands would do, inshallah.
Say again, Cash.
I said if everyone unsubscribes and resubscribes, it'll put your stats up there.
Yeah, let's do that, everyone, please. And then you know what? You don't really have to watch me. Just put the video on, let it run in the background. It gives me the viewership hours. All right, these little guys have been waiting all day, so I'm going to go spend some time with them. Now they should be asleep, but anyways, Jazakumullah khair for joining me, Cash. I really enjoyed that time. We'll catch up soon.
It's always fun.
And I'm looking forward to the coffee. Qari, Irfan, thank you so much for joining me again, and I'll speak to you guys soon.
Jazakallah khair. Sheikh, just before you go, can I just confirm if you received the pledge?
You're making everyone dizzy, Aaron. Why are you twisting my camera around? Irfan, Jazakumullah khair. Yes, I did receive the pledge. Thank you so much. May Allah accept it from you. And yeah, that did come through. I did see it today.
And I just made another 30 as well, yeah?
Did you? Well done, you, mashallah. Oh my God, the whole night tonight with Ehsan has been so enjoyable. I did not ask for anyone to donate even once. Guys, if you're watching now, please message me and say you want to donate a couple £100. We're supposed to raise £500 a day, and we are miserably failing. The past 5 days, we've raised about £500 in 5 days, really.
I'll tell you what, here's an idea for you.
Yeah.
I will send you 2 of these.
Yeah.
You auction one off and you keep one. How's that?
Well, I'll be the first auction. It's sold.
No, I'm just saying.
It's
No,
not sold.
no, you got to auction it. No. What I will do, I'm going to send you, obviously send you one, and I'll send you a couple of bags as well.
The reason I'm saying it's sold because I'm going to get the highest bid for it because I really want it.
Well, then you got to put the bids in.
What's the starting bid? What's the starting bid?
What's the starting bid? Yeah. What's your starting bid?
50.
Right, done. Right.
£50 after I drank from it? Come on.
No. You get a clean one. You get a clean one. You get your own one.
I'm joking. Okay.
I'll tell you what. I will put a little package together.
Yeah, and we can auction
of coffee and other bits and pieces, and I'll see if I can get Coffee World to donate something as well. So we'll make it
awesome.
We'll make it something. We'll make it something good, and then hopefully you'll get like a little bidding war out of it. It's good coffee, good product.
Let me do some marketing. Yeah. So guys, I've actually put a bid of £50 on it. So now let's see who beats me at it. Inshallah. I just want one person, even £51. Beat me at it. I challenge anybody out there who can beat me at it.
Because Irfan knows as soon as they say 51, he'll say 52. And every single time you go up like that, you get double reward. So he's a smart guy. As-sabiqun us-sabiqun ila ulaika al-muqarrabun. Those who compete here, they will compete in the akhirah, straight into Jannah. They will be highest with Allah Most High. Allah bless you all. May Allah reward you all. Sorry,
on this ayah, just before we go, I was looking at the group and I could have seen that nobody was donating. So I was competing with myself. I said, you know what, I'm going to be the first one to donate today. And that's why I said, £30 pledge from BUI, from Betul Ilm, inshallah. So now I'm waiting for, on that one as well, to someone to compete with me, inshallah.
Let's hope somebody else messages. Sisters are watching in the group, in the Halaqah group. Those of you who are not in the group, drop us a message to the phone number on the screen, 07958-183-184. We'll add you to our group because we have a WhatsApp group as well. And yes, you can reach us directly. It comes directly to us. Fi amanillah. Have a wonderful night. Cash, thank you so much. A lot of love to the parents, a lot of love to the family, to the friends over in Cambridge. We'll see you soon. Let's make an event of it. I want to bring my family out there. Let's do something soon as
Let's do something. We'll do something.
As soon as COVID is finished and we're done with COVID, then
coronavirus.
Huh?
Coronavirus. Coronavirus is everywhere. Everywhere. And Eid Day is no exception. So we're gonna do a Zoom. Don't worry. We'll share plans. We'll do plans.
I was thinking more like we could have a band.
I think all three of us here. I think all three of us tonight should just finish on one Ummah, one Eid.
Together on a count of 3. Yeah? Together we are stronger. One Ummah, one Eid.
One Eid.
All right, so do that again. That was sloppy. That was so sloppy.
Count us down. Count us down.
All right. Count us down. Ready? 1, 2, 3. One Ummah,
one Eid.
One Eid.
No, man.
Useless.
No,
absolutely
that was
useless.
So off.
Terrible.
Let's try one more time. Together. On a count of 3. Together we are stronger. 3, 2, 1. One Ummah, one Eid.
You're messing it up, mate. You're messing it up. Where are you from? Where you from?
Irfan, East London.
East London. That's what it's the problem. It's East London. They've got no timing, and they're all off and everything else.
Excuse me.
You know what? It's the East London crew.
Let's not
East London crew always letting it down.
Wow.
They're just going wild party here now. They're trying to break stuff. Guys, have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow, inshallah. We'll speak soon. Have a great night. Remember me in your dua. Don't forget one Eid in your dua. But most important, just remember, please, guys, everyone watching, don't take making tawbah for granted, please. Repent, cry, let it out. Quality. Slow it down. Don't rush. Just slow it down. You don't need many rakah. You don't need to read the Quran 10 times. You need to repent one time sincerely.
I mean,
that's all you need.
Ameen.
All right, inshallah, I'm gonna leave it on a really beautiful, serious note. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wal asr, innal insana lafi khusr, illa alladhina amanu wa amilu salihat wa tawassaw bil haqq wa tawassaw bis sabr. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Brothers and sisters, I want you to all close your eyes and imagine that when the Prophet ﷺ and Abu Bakr radiallahu anh walked into Madinatul Munawwara, that you were the third person walking with the Prophet ﷺ and Abu Bakr radiallahu anh, and that you were the recipient of all the people of Medina who came out in praise of the Prophet ﷺ, and to greet him they sang this nasheed, Tala al-Badru alayna. Close your eyes and imagine.
طلع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا ما دعا لله Oh, the white moon rose over us from the valley of and we owe it to show thankfulness where the call is to Allah, where the call is to Allah. Ayyuhal mab'uth fina جئت بالأمر المطاع جئت شرفت المدينة مرحبا يا خير الدار مرحبا يا خير دار Oh, you who were raised among us, coming with words to be obeyed, you have brought to this city nobleness. Welcome, oh, caller to God's way. Welcome, oh, caller to God's way. طلع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله داع ما دعا لله داع ما دعا لله داع.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Brothers and sisters, I pray that you're well and in the best of iman and health. I pray that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it inspires you to visit Madinatul Munawwara. Guys, please support me on my Instagram right here, inshallah, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. lots and lots more content to come your way. So keep the support up, keep your du'as up. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.